Hello, stargazers! I am your magician, but you can call me Aster. Today, I am joined.
Hi, I'm Fen.
No
Tenure,
way.
if you're fancy.
No way, Mug's a man. Holy shit.
I go by many names.
Wow, you're so cool, bro.
I know, right?
And speaking of bro, welcome to Sister Other Paranoia. This is, for those of us who are familiar with Needy Streamer Overload, this is that dev, Nyalra's newest game, which is exciting.
Yeah, I believe they were the writer for this one, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, they also wrote Needy Streamer Overload. So, exciting! Mental illness! Yippee! So,
You can see the mouse I have on screen?
yeah.
Yo, check this out, chat. Boom, 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 smiley face.
Oh, is that what that was? Look
Let's
at me,
click
Cam.
English and start.
Okay.
Oh, here we are.
The name worries me. So, if I understand properly, you actually have nothing to worry about. People ask the creator, hey, is there going to be anything, because, you know, this name is kind of, and...
Does it remind you of something?
And the creator was like, nah, none of that, don't worry. So, oh my god, they're moons.
I'm going to turn this on to...
They're moons.
Okay, full screen, fuck it. Yeah, look at all these.
Oh, thank god.
Is the audio like? I mean, we haven't heard the music, but I assume
I can't tell because of the music. So
read only.
Read only, yeah.
Okay. Well,
no.
Keep it
Go
a
back.
little bit lower.
Okay, go back. Skip mode.
Okay, just read only.
Read only, yeah.
Okay.
Because if you're skipping through the visual novel, it only skips the stuff that you've already read. That's what that means.
I do think also like the. Wait a second.
We can click on her.
Oh.
Eh?
I clicked on her before I clicked play.
Oh, hello. Oh my god, she blinks.
Oh. What the fuck? Touching sister's hair, gazing into sister's eyes, touching sister's hair.
I think that's all you can do. What
Okay,
if you
touching
click?
sister's hair.
Oh shit.
White, almost translucent. So clear it feels as though it doesn't belong to this world. It's as if she herself embodies a beauty that feels like a fading dream.
Oh, fuck me. Alright.
Oni-chan, I'm right here.
She's like tiny.
Okay,
though.
yeah,
She
we're
should
getting
be
up
pretty
close and
high.
personal. Large and round, so deep I could fall into them.
Gee. And you're looking at me, Oni-chan. I'm looking at you too. Someday, we might not even know who's looking at whom. The boundary between us might just fade away. We'll melt together, you and me.
Oh, bye.
Just excited for
What
Aster's
the
little anime
fuck?
girl voice. This is exciting. Alright, we're off to a great start.
Yeah, clearly. How old is she?
Not sure. She looks really
Yeah,
small,
she strikes
though.
me. Yeah, like really tiny, right?
Right?
Alright,
Oni-chan
we'll just hit
count
new
2.
game.
Alright, let's keep it. Let's keep
Alright,
an
somebody keep a
Oni-chan
count.
counter.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Human relationships are complex and mysterious. Even a guy like me occasionally gets approached by someone. Like him. Just some random boy from my class, but he clearly had something going on to strike up a conversation with a misfit like me. Someone much lower in the social pecking order. I could see right through people. It's like their emotions speak directly to me. The guy started up an ordinary conversation saying that he just wanted to be friends, that we should hang out. Submitting to social mores only occasionally letting our true feelings slip is what enables people to coexist in society. Behind his words, I heard a buzz of anxiety. I gathered he'd been ostracized from his friend group for some reason. When shunned by the pack, humans, just like any other animal, take it as a shocking blow. The guy wanted to prove to himself that he still had societal value, but his pride prevented him from finding someone to talk to. So he homed in on me, telling himself he was simply being a good guy, talking to a poor, friendless kid. Part of him knew all along that he was using me as a distraction. I'm not saying he was a bad guy, really. On the inside, we're all shades of gray. He had both good and bad in him, and when you get right down to it, he seemed to be genuinely trying to make friends. So I invited him over to my place. Quite the honor, I must say. It's rare for me to allow anyone into my room. There in my room, he was just like any other normal teenager. Got a bunch of weird games, huh? Kinda reading and stuff? Not really my thing. Who do you think is the hottest girl in this group? We should build trust through meaningless conversation. Shallow interaction by shallow interaction. He dispelled his anxiety, used me to try to reclaim his self-worth. So far, so good. I have a younger sister, Sahana. Sahana?
Sahana, I think. I'm not actually sure.
Sahana.
I wonder how you read it in kanji. But Sahana should be fine.
She's a gifted child, and being my sister, she's very important to me. Like me, she has social anxiety and she dislikes people. She couldn't cope with elementary school, so she stopped going. I'm not surprised. She was too smart for it anyway. So Sahana came into my room. Though she was startled to see my visitor, she put on a brave face for my sake and made an effort to join in the conversation. He wasn't a bad guy, but I guess he tended to just say whatever popped into his head. You should go back to school. You can't both be gloomy shut-ins. You'd have so much more fun out there. Sahana faltered beneath the barrage of platitudes so nauseating it could make you hurl. She burst into tears. She couldn't cope with this disaster that had struck in her own home, which, unlike the classroom, was supposed to be a safe space. The stupid things he said, the tears sliding down Sahana's pale cheeks. It all set my nerves dancing on a knife's edge. Adrenaline surged and my mind focused. Turns out when I read someone's emotions in such a state, I see even more than usual. Until that moment, I hadn't realized that my sensitivities pushed into abnormal territory, making me an aberration in this society where keeping up appearances is everything. What I said to him was simple and obvious, but seeing the flow of his emotions so clearly, I wielded my words like a scalpel, slicing away his self-delusions. You picked me because you wanted to escape from the fact that your friends ostracized you, didn't you?
This is so cool.
Oh. What should we say first?
It's up to you. You're playing.
Thought you'd schemed your way into the inner circle, found some scraps to claim, but then it all fell apart, and now you're screwed. Huh. You struggle to hide the fact that all you want is to be popular. You act tough and fake that smile, but you have no confidence in your own abilities or appearance. I bet your inferiority complex is what caused your friends to ditch you. His eyes rolled back into his skull. When he tried to form a reply, it came out in a canine growl. Meanwhile, in contrast to the harsh sounds, he trembled like a scared puppy. His face flushed crimson with rage and overcome by emotion with no release. He slapped at his thighs, his maelstrom of emotions spilling out in pained groans. I guess that's just what happens when the softest parts of a person's mind are sliced open. You're a sneaky, disgusting piece of shit! Then he jumped out of my bedroom window. It was a dull, wet thud that I wish Sahana didn't have to hear. He didn't die. They expect he'll never fully heal from the injuries. The school decided that we must have been horsing around. He got carried away and he fell out of the window. It never occurred to them that I could have talked him into it. I'd always been a loner, so when my class shunned me after, nothing really changed. Life is suffering anyway. Sahana simply wrapped her arms around my head and stroked my hair.
It's okay. You're okay, Oni-chan.
I can make people kill themselves if I want. I can commit murder without suspicion. At some point, I stopped leaving my room, choosing to stay shut away with Sahana instead. Time flowed on, leaving us behind. What the fuck?
Thrilling everyday life.
Oh god. The lack of sound there, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm a sick man. Who do I think I am, Dostoevsky? Besides, everyone's sick in this day and age. They're all slaves to social media likes, penning their missives in the giant underground of the internet. Not that the real world is any better. I detest both the online and the off. I hate it. It's mentally draining to be so negative all the time. Time to think about something a little more constructive. Shall we put on a little background music? Music can influence your mood, you know. I do have sophisticated side as well. Cultured appreciation of the arts. By the way, do you know what a panopticon is? It comes from the Greek word panoptes, which means all-seeing. That probably doesn't help much, huh? Imagine you're building a facility for segregating prisoners from society. You stick the warden's watchtower right in the middle, then arrange the cells around it in a circle, and ensure the prisoners can't see into the tower. This makes them paranoid that they're being watched 24/7. Now, because the cells are all arranged in a circle, the prisoners can all watch each other, you see? Thus, they will all monitor each other, ensuring no one is receiving special treatment or finding some way to get ahead. It's quite the devilish invention. Social media has been called a modern-day panopticon. Everyone's watching to make sure other people aren't getting too full of themselves, and the moment anyone makes a misstep, they're roasted to hell and back. When any nail dares to stick out, the whole world descends to hammer them down. We're in a prison, see? It's grotesque. Both the real world and the online are prisons built from human relationships. I'm sensitive to people's emotions. I don't know why, but I can practically read minds. Though it doesn't really work over the internet, I'm just an armchair theorizing here. Oh my god.
Okay.
Though it doesn't really work over the internet, I'm just armchair theorizing there. Still, since I base my inferences on the same kind of information I can usually gather in person, I'm pretty confident in my analyses. Let's take a look around this prison. The artist posting cutesy drawings, the expert breaking down online drama, the anime PFP who butts into relationship issues, corporate drone posting his minor daily grievances, the guy posting selfies who thinks he's got riz. I love all of these. What the fuck?
All of these are real people.
Let's do the artist posting cutesy drawings. Oh yeah, she's fishing for guys. Like it could be any more obvious. This cute shit is all a facade with nothing substantial behind it. You could tell by how shallow her sense of self is. When you get down to the details, reading minds is pretty unimpressive. It's similar to a social mechanism. You'll see if you look for her private or sub-accounts. Most of her followers are men. She tries to act like it's a 50-50 split, but you'll see that her male follower rate is strangely high, especially given how she presents her main account. Her need to present a superficial scene of cuteness is a result of the pressure of the panopticon. It's like the final compromise reached to prevent anyone from getting ahead. If people got wind of her thirst for male attention, the haters would come down on her like a pack of wolves. The female prisoners are all surreptitiously peeking into one another's cells, you see. It's an unbreakable bond, in a sense.
Huh.
Bro, what the fuck are you saying?
That's
Holy shit.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think, okay, I mean, this is a side of the internet that I'm very familiar with, but I feel like it's actually the opposite. I feel like a certain brand of cuteness is actually like very specifically made for women, and guys actually get kind of like turned off from it. Like it reminds me of a Reddit post that I saw recently. So I follow r/Lolita because I like Lolita fashion and I like looking at it. I don't own that many pieces and I don't have the opportunity to wear them very often, unfortunately. But I follow the subreddit, and somebody there started wearing Lolita, and their family was like, you shouldn't wear that out in public. You're going to get targeted by people who, you know, like children because you look like a child. And all of the comments were like, it's the opposite, because Lolita clothing is expensive and like intricate and detailed, and you wouldn't buy clothes like that for kids because they're just gonna fuck it up. And I feel like certain brands of cuteness are kind of the same way, where like they're just so specifically made for women that it's a little bit tough for men to like. But there are also certain brands of cuteness that are made specifically, like that are made more specifically with men in mind. You see a lot of that in gacha games in particular, where their target audience is anybody who has the money to pay to buy like in-game items, you know? That's how I feel about it. So I'm not sure how I feel about the assessment that just any form of cuteness is for the male gaze. Anyway.
It could also be one person that he's talking about, but it really does feel like the language there was super generalized.
Yeah,
I don't know. Let's see what he says about the others.
He is also a social recluse, so...
Yeah, so he really does look at people like, these fucking losers. They don't get it.
I am a
posting selfies
ass.
who thinks he's got riz.
Wow, look at all the likes he gets for photos of himself. His hair's dyed a crazy color. You think he's trying to draw attention with it, right? Wrong. It's a warning color. It's there to scare people off. I could forgive you for thinking he has the opposite intention. I mean, look at the numbers he's getting. You might consider him an attention seeker, and that's part of it. But it's really about selection. He's sending out a message. Hey, I'm someone to keep your distance from. I only want to associate with people who really get me. Someone with more confidence, who's comfortable in any company, wouldn't go out of their way to look so garish. He's just repainting his head in the color of the moment. Look, the poems he posts with his pics are so cringe. There's no art in this lifestyle. He's just desperate to convert his youth into money and cachet. Cash it?
I don't think I've seen that word before.
Cash it before it runs out. That's why he only seeks out similar-minded men who live in the moment and vapid women who flock to his fleeting star. He offers up this period of his life where one's youth alone confers value to the devil of lookism. And how will he get out of that Faustian bargain? Every day is riddled with anxiety and the fear of aging. But it's not like he can do anything about it, so he shoves it deep down and carries on. This temporary popularity is his escapism, which makes it all the harder to break free from.
Thanks, dude.
By the way, I didn't get the chance to say it, but thank you, Carlo, for the chudada. Having a better day.
You.
Hey, I'm glad to hear it. Kesha means status or prestige, apparently.
Thank you. Let's see the expert breaking down online drama.
These people are everywhere. I know at least one in my social circle who fits this description. They're the proverbial frog in a well. Though unfortunately, unlike the frog's perspective, the unpleasant gravity well of social media is vast indeed. I wonder, does the self-important frog not even attempt to make a jump for the outer world because it's happy reigning over this vast little kingdom in the well? It's more efficient to survive on slimy bugs at the bottom of a deep, dark well than to suffer under the law of the jungle in the unpredictable, unknown world outside. If we're talking meaning, there is none. Like the nighttime croaking of the frogs, they speak on things they know nothing about. Ribbit, ribbit. They're loud enough that you can't quite ignore them, but they have little other effect, either positive or negative, though perhaps they call their friends to them. Ribbit, ribbit. Usually it's the male frogs that are the accomplished singers, and the females, captivated by the sound, are drawn to them. But as for the human frog song, well, you've heard them. Still, keep denying the meaningless and eventually everything becomes meaningful. I mean, even the frog on the well can provide some kind of distraction. It's not for me, but I guess some people live like that.
Is he not literally a frog in a well?
He's kind of acting like one, yeah. Let's see the corporate drone.
This one's lost the will to even attempt to cry for help. No one's life is dominated by such bland, inoffensive content. If he was truly fulfilled, he wouldn't feel the need to look online, or he'd post more openly about his accomplishments and relationships. But he doesn't even have it in him to reveal the depressing realities of his life. I mean, it's pretty pathetic to see a grown adult constantly complaining, and what's the point in sending out a distress signal when it'll only make people dislike you? Anodyne?
Anodyne?
We're using so many big fucking words today, bro.
What does that word mean? Let me look it up.
Anodyne.
Would you kindly? Anodyne tweets are his only resistance against this modern condition of slow
Capable
domestication
of
and the
soothing or
march toward death.
eliminating pain, relaxing.
Huh. Hence minor
yes,
complaints. The few responses from old online acquaintances are his lifeline. I suppose that, in a sense, he's making the most of what social media has to offer. Such connections are gossamer thin, faint as spider silk, yet the tangible truth of connecting with someone out there in the wild world, for better or for worse, can't be all bad. You think I'm no different, constantly complaining? Fine by me. It's an author's job to rant and rave at the world. I'm working, laboring in this stinking, rotten, ugly world. I'm actually doing a kindness by critiquing the drivel these people spew.
Hmm.
The anime profile picture. They don't give a shit about the actual problem. All these people really want to do is either trauma dump or self-abandon, or both at once. They blame the opposite sex, or sometimes supposedly weaker members of their own sex, for their past trauma, and their warped sense of self that comes from feeling ignored. Everyone's too afraid to address their own sins, and even if they wanted to, it's already too late, so they try to avoid taking responsibility for their own lives. Wow, you got a tough road to hoe. Imagine if someone ever told them that that's life, full stop. They'd be fucked. They spend their whole lives looking around the prison, taking joy in other people's failures, swooping in to take the head off anyone who lets down their guard, then displaying it among the rest of their trophies. Bunch of revolution addicts. Nothing satiates the masses like the moment the guillotine comes down on the neck of some self-important asshole. What's better than being happy? Seeing someone you hate being miserable. They call it schadenfreude, and it's sweet as honey to this type. But living on honey alone may be its own kind of suffering. Discard the concept of impropriety, and you too can forge a route to your own happiness. These people are marathon runners. No, triathletes who have set out sprinting across the vast ocean of the internet toward an instinctual source of pleasure. And between their grasps for air, sometimes the truth will slip out. A quiet plea. Save me. This is how I live. Spouting these prejudices, cursing the world, alone, day after day, fancying myself a modern-day Dostoevsky. I moved with the times and wrote a light novel. I did work hard on it to tell a meaningful, existentialist story through the heroine character's arcs. Do you know what existentialism is? It's a major theme in Russian literature. Here's my own personal interpretation of it. God is the supreme being we should all believe in, but I'm a human being. I too have an ego. I think that's basically what Dostoevsky was saying. I'm a literature major after all. Not that I go to class anymore. I mean, I can't. I became a commercial light novel author, earning my living from writing at the tender age of 19. Impressive, no? Though I've only published one book so far. My book is called The Emotional Panopticon, which I think is a pretty slick title. Go ahead and pick it up if you ever come across it in the bookstore. I won a prize and everything, but they didn't print many first editions, so a physical copy is a rare find. The other members of my literature club acted as though a hero had emerged from our ranks. The reality is that my book was shoved on a shelf to hype it up, but sales are non-existent. It's all about what I do next. Still, I claim my seat at the table, and that's got to make those still standing green with envy. There are even a few dickheads in the club who talk shit about me. Not that I care. The online reaction has been polarized. It's either self-appointed critics who get off on trashing the newcomers or pretentious show-offs who heap praise on any work that shows the slightest ambition. Neither can be trusted. A few readers, though, went so far as to write the editor with their thoughts. To tell the truth, there are the people for whom I feel the need to write the sequel. These are the people for whom I feel the need to write the sequel. Light novels live and die on their series potential, and you're basically shit out of luck without an anime adaptation. But the thing is, I've developed writer's block. The envy of my fellow literature club members is too much. It's made me disgusted with people, and since I'm officially an author now, I got all kinds of people kissing my ass online. People care way too much about status, while faith in the literary gods wears thin. Which brings me to existentialism.
Bro, you're just fucking yapping! My god!
Nah, he's just a literature major. Like every fucking literature major is like
shit,
this, bro.
I feel like I'm reading a paper. Is this even a fucking visual novel? I feel like I'm just reading somebody's thesis.
This is not a thesis. This is emotional.
Sorry, I
as
misspoke.
hell.
This is a fucking manifesto right here. This is crazy.
Yeah, this guy is kind of like, this guy has such like a disdain for the rest of the world. Like, you know what else is very reminiscent of Russian literature or maybe not literature, but that I am recalling how some of my viewers recommended me to pick up Crime and Punishment, which is Dostoevsky. After I played Zato and Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, and people were saying Russian literature is very similar to that. So I'm being reminded of that, where in both of those games we have protagonists who are extremely flawed, but they're so flawed that they don't realize like how fucked up their worldview is. And on top of that, both of them like don't talk to people, but they are convinced that they have the correct like opinion of everything that's going on in the world, even though they don't interact with it. And that's the vibes that I'm getting here.
Yeah, no, I feel like you kind of just summed it up. Which brings me to existentialism. As much as I want to make my offerings to the gods of the arts, I'm only human, after all. And sometimes humans just aren't feeling it. I'm sure Dostoevsky and Kierkegaard felt the same way too. I haven't heard that name in ages. Renaissance includes a shift of perspective from God at the center to man. Vive la Renaissance. What if there's a Russia? I feel like it'd help me regain my faith in the arts. I'd love to see the snow. This painting is incredible, right? There's something about Russian women. Their eyes are cold, yet there's a warmth to them at the same time. Portrait of an unknown woman. I prefer the alternate title, though. Portrait of an unforgettable woman. We'll call it the Russian Mona Lisa. I'd love to visit the gallery one day to see it in the flesh. It's fucked up that no one can visit the Hermitage Museum because of this war shit. Guess that's humanity's loss. Though I suppose that's not where the portrait of the unforgettable woman is anyway. Details. Anyway, it breaks my heart that art and culture are being destroyed by stupid egotistical shit like wars and the petty relations of humans and their little cliques and on social media. I'm not just venting my frustrations at you because I'm not making any progress with Volume 2. That's not it, I swear. Don't judge me by the blank page. Once I type one word, I'm off. I'll write the whole thing in one go. To me, there's no difference between one word and 100,000.
Eh?
It's so loud. Seriously, the whole world is filled with noise. The moment I step outside, all these strangers' feelings wash over me. It's so fucking loud. Everyone's always thinking about such dumb shit. I can see the bullshit and I hate it. That's why I have to stay secluded in my room. Woe is me. It'd be so much easier to cope if people thought about intellectual things. But no, their brains are just filled with crap. Short-form videos and Netflix, dating apps, and X-rated ASMR. Too real for you? How about you go take a look around at God's green earth? You're so fixated on that little screen in front of you that you've lost touch with the sublimity of the natural world. Is that too big a word for you? Let me break it down. I'm talking about touching grass. Yeah, this wet behind the ears light novel author is telling you that your life is devoid of poetic beauty and natural vistas. Ironic, huh?
I'm sorry. This is terrible of me. I'm sorry. Maybe it's me to laugh, but like, Jesus Christ, this guy is talking about touching grass. This guy is talking about touching grass.
How about you do a 100% speed run of your shower?
Like, bro.
I don't question his hygiene. I just question, like, why doesn't he clearly needs to talk to some fucking people.
I'm talking about what is it? Not Milk Looker. but like the Dark World equivalent of Milk Looker in chapter 5.
No, you know what? Oh fuck! I had a thought and then I fucking lost it because you started talking about Milk Looker. Hold on.
I'm sorry, I love Milk Looker.
No, you know what it is? You know why he uses all of this stupid language? It's because he is a stupid literature head. Okay, liking literature is not stupid, but that's why he uses all these words. It's because he specifically. Yeah, I don't know if it's even if it makes him feel smart. I don't get the sense that he's doing it out of a sense of if there's one thing that I think he is not LARPing, it is his love of literature. But an IQ too high. But this bitch is talking about touching grass and he's in his room all day. Yeah. Okay, this guy is so interesting though. Like, what a specimen.
Yeah, this guy really is just like a thing in a lab.
A thing.
Like, I really can't put it any other way. I don't know, just like that. This. I also find it really funny. I've nailed most of the big words that he said on my first try, but I fuck up the small ones.
Yeah, that checks out.
Very funny. I'm just gonna speak a little bit slower so I can read faster.
Never give fucking teenagers an expansive vocabulary. No, I mean I think he's like 20 now, right?
No.
Anyway.
I mean, he said he was like 19
when he wrote his first light novel.
Okay, so we can assume he's he's around our age range.
Yeah, so he's probably a bit older.
All right, let's just say he's 20. Oh my god.
His world actually gets brighter the second she walks into it.
You're lonely deep down, aren't you?
You think less of me for it?
No way. I love you.
Thanks.
But I don't like to see you miserable.
That's just how it is for authors. No creativity without pain.
No, that's not the reason. You're intoxicated by your own noble suffering. You've made misery your identity to the point that you're lost without it. You know that life is hard, so you intentionally make it harder for yourself because you think that'll let you run away from other, bigger problems.
You're hardly one to talk when you refuse to go to school.
It's not that I'm running away from school. I want to be with you, Anita. Always and forever.
Really? She's right that I'm running from something. But aren't we all? People can't deal with reality 24/7. By that virtue, I became a warrior the moment I submitted my light novel. I'm not hiding in the literature club. I'm not hiding in the literature club room, joining a wound-licking circle jerk. I'm on the battlefield, armed and ready, preparing for my next skirmish. I'm an alpha male. I'm a warrior. I'm a Viking. Did you know that I had Viking blood in my veins? That's why my facial hair grows so fast. That's why my 3 chest hairs look so long.
You're coming up with excuses in your head again, aren't you?
Can my sister read minds too?
You blame yourself, and you blame other people, and then your mind goes off chasing excuses. But truly weak people don't even look for excuses. Somewhere, deep down, you're trying your best to have compassion for yourself and other people. That's what gets you stuck thinking in circles and brings you down. It do wonders for that depressed self-conscious of yours if you just let it all go. That's why I'm here for you. I'll always be right here.
Thanks. But I'm afraid you'll have to step out every once in a while so I can crack open a porn site.
I'll be right here.
Are you listening to me?
The only way
to escape this mutual mass surveillance is through embracing tribalism. I'm talking about primitive relations like blood ties. Who is talking?
I think this is her, actually.
Is it?
I think so.
Also, who fucking says that to their sister, bro?
No, yeah, fucking freak.
The only way to escape this mutual mass surveillance is through embracing tribalism. I'm talking about primitive relations like blood ties.
Or is this? Fuck, I can't tell!
It's probably you. It's probably you.
Okay.
Being siblings isn't the only form of human connection. There are all kinds of ways to connect with people, like friendships and romance and stuff.
Maybe somewhere out there, but not for me.
You say that most everyone is a frog in a well, but you're an author in your room.
I'm not just holed up in here pretending to be an author. I've actually published something. I get royalties, enough to live on even.
Then it doesn't matter that you're not writing. You can be happy, if that's what you want.
My only joy is in sublimating misery. Sublimating misery. Oh no. Huh? Oh yeah, pat her head. Thanks, Sahana.
You're welcome, Oni-chan.
Till death do us part.
Then how about we die right now?
No, not yet.
Oh, I say till death do us part.
Till death do us part.
And how about we die right now?
No, not yet. You still have a lot left to write.
Okay.
Good night, Oni-chan.
Night, Sahana. Hope you have sweet dreams.
I already am.
Well, this is fucking dreary. She's your sister. What the fuck is this, dude? No, I'm just sorry. The music playing right now in conjunction with this like dark and depressing ass room.
Yeah, this is pretty sad. If I had a nickel for every time I've watched Aster and Fenrir play a game where two siblings have a codependent relationship, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't much, but it's weird it happened twice. Oh my god, you have so much more to go through, bro.
You have so much more to go through. You have more than 2 nickels, buddy.
I mean, for how many you've seen, maybe 2 nickels. For how many we've played, that's a lot of nickels.
Dude.
It's difficult to tell who's speaking. It's probably easier in Japanese, honestly, because there are
different speaking styles.
Yeah, like, and it'd probably be easier. I mean, I don't know how you would characterize "till death do us part" for one particular character or another, though. So, what does Oni-chan mean? Oni-chan means big brother. Please tell me first and call me an emo after. I'll think about it. Nani sore. Does anything think you guys have an acquired taste for these games? Not really. I just liked. I mean, we both liked Needy Streamer, so we thought we would play the next one.
Yeah. We like the work of the writer of this game.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck it.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a child, I've always been one step removed from the rest of the world. Couldn't stand its rotten stench. I unconsciously trained myself to take a bird's eye view of the universe, as though I wasn't a part of it. And how did I see my parents? A pig and a kappa. 2 bundles of vanity wrapped up in the stereotypical trappings of middle age. I don't know what kappa is, I'm not gonna lie.
How do I describe it?
I'll look it up.
You have to look up kappa animal. It's a it's like not real. It's a okay, well when I look it up all the images are fucking AI generated. So in Japanese folklore,
yokai.
Yeah, it's a yokai. Kappa are said to be inhabiting the ponds and rivers of Japan.
I see. It's like
Accounts
a frog.
typically depict them as green, slimy, or scaly, human-like beings with webbed hands and feet and turtle-like carapaces on their backs.
Weird.
Of those things. Yeah!
2 bundles of vanity wrapped up in the stereotypical trappings of middle age. My father, a pudgy white-collar worker who throws his weight around to hide the fact that he has nothing going for him beyond his position at the company. My mother, a nympho who dreams her husband's meager earnings, still desperately seeking flattery from men despite being old and washed up.
Jesus!
Even as they rip each other to shreds day in and day out, they stay together for the sake of appearances,
leaving my sister and I caught in the middle of their disputes. Well, to be clear, they don't try to drag us into their shit. They're just constantly at one another's throats. Still, neither ever found the courage to take the kids and leave. The endless, repetitive routine of it bores me. I'm wondering why they're even alive. What are they living for? For Dad, the list seems to be working, drinking and betting on the ponies. Mom hoards trinkets and sleeps around. But a designer bag or a winning ticket isn't going to fill the emptiness inside. That's a process, something you work at for your whole life. Not something you just achieve one day. Fortunately, they're the kind of people who want to save face in front of the kids, and it only creeps them out when I say such things to them. So pathetic.
Can you not talk about your mom that way?
Yeah, this guy's like a freak.
Yeah, I know. I think that life is about finding meaning. I mean, anyone can simply exist. That's not what I'm talking about. There's no inherent meaning there. Being here on Earth just means your parents follow their base biological instinct, the urge to reproduce, God's commandment, be fruitful and multiply. I highly doubt God imbues each sexual encounter with divine meaning. Being born is a coincidence. Some people attempt to find meaning in their existence, however, and those are the ones, like me, who end up with a pseudo-intellectual bent and a career to match. The people who go around saying they want to be a writer while never doing anything to make it a reality aren't actually interested in finding their purpose. Those people are content with their lives, such as they are. They get used to the daily grind at a job they told themselves was only going to be a stopgap and figure, and hey, they're making a living, so it's not so bad after all, following the same old routine of interacting with coworkers, then killing time online after work. If you're truly hungry for meaning and purpose, you can seize them for yourself. Dreams do come true. I'd be lynched if I said that at my club, though.
He's in university.
Okay. I'm a member of my not overly impressive university's literature club. I figured it was a place where things would be a little quieter for me. Let's take a peek into the minds of the wannabes in the club room. I've spent so much time thinking about people's reasons for living that I can pretty much read the mind of anyone I've had a few interactions with. In fact, I can practically hear their inner monologues as though spoken aloud. Member D? Member B? Member A? Alright, what's member A? A window shopper, plain and simple. He has no intention of becoming a writer, but he likes to think he's smarter than his peers who spend their time gaming or reading manga. He's got to maintain that self-image, so he shows up at the club room, and very occasionally he writes some sort of critique to stroke his own ego. It's not even at the level of high school book report, and even so, he mostly just copies it from essays he finds online. He hasn't been reading as much recently, instead spending more time on mobile gaming and webcomics. He kind of wants to become one of the insufferable film guys, but his problem is that he immediately gets distracted by his phone whenever he starts watching a movie at home, so he doesn't really absorb the content. His type is pretty good at navigating life, and he might even land a job at a small publisher before graduating. There, he'll tell the young authors he runs into, I just couldn't hack it as a writer, like he's passing on his dreams to the next generation. And in reality, he's just passing the buck. What about you, member B? A girl who loves literature, but loves being a literature girly even more. In high school, she was one of those forgettable girls with few prospects, but on entering college, she found her niche as a reader, suddenly shot up in popularity. If you can really get into it with her over whether... If you can really get into it with her over whatever the club is reading this week, you'll be seen as the popular guy, so the guys spend their dull days trying to impress her, with more than a few falling for her along the way. But she's a little anxious. She knows that her value is extremely localized. She's got to seize the next opportunity as soon as it presents itself, and she's here with the aim of using her current popularity as a springboard to find a man and lock down her life. Still, she's not a bad person, this is just what people do. Okay, what about member C? She has an aversion to men, like a germaphobe to germs. Thus, she reads books that have gender as the central theme. She takes pleasure in the consistency and routine of the club meetings, sharing her insights into these works, as well as her own thoughts on her pet theme. Her identity now revolves around delivering her insights on how a work depicts women, whether they want to hear it or not. She loathes toxic masculinity and is highly critical of any perceived vulgar talk from club members or people online. People neither respect nor fear her, though. They've simply started avoiding her because she's a pain in the ass. Once someone responded that gender wasn't the only theme of a particular work, and she angrily shot back that they clearly hadn't understood the author's intent. Being overly conscious of the differences between men and women only narrows one's worldview. Follower count is just a number, but she feels beholden to the people whose attention she has garnered with her provocative rhetoric. Her success is modest, but it is success nonetheless. At the root of it all is a lack of self-esteem as a woman who doesn't get much attention from the opposite sex. She's terrified that people will see through to that truth. The men and women in the club exist far more harmoniously than she'd have you believe. In her shouted rants about liberation and independence, she reveals a heart bound by invisible chains.
Yeah, don't be too... What's the word? Gender essentialist.
What about Member D? What does Member D got going on? They don't even have names.
Yeah, this guy clearly gives a
He
massive
likes
fuck about
literature,
them.
writing, criticism, and hanging out with the group, and he participates in it all up to a point. But his heart isn't in it. His critiques are fine. Literature grads aren't exactly in high demand, but I expect he has a decent chance of finding employment. He's pretty much got things figured out, but he's not driven, and he has a complex about that. Sure, he wants to be a writer, but he doesn't have the passion to devote himself entirely to the craft. Given the chance, he'd much rather go out with his friends. When we're making a scene, he might pull an all-nighter for it. He skates by on this level of commitment. The other club members generally like his writing, but we all, including him, know he's not good enough to be published. Vaguely, he had hoped that even so, maybe he could become a writer, that with his natural ability to get by, he might unexpectedly slip through that gate. But little by little, precisely because he is perceptive, he realizes that the drive possessed by the real ones is nothing like this. And so, despite thinking of himself as the kind of guy who can do anything he puts his mind to, he's given up on the idea, knowing that he'll never be able to dedicate himself to something to the exclusion of all else. He'll graduate with a mixed bag of happiness and unhappiness, topped with a heaping helping of existential dread about a life filled with mediocre accomplishments and the rare fluke of a solid showing, but with no clear game plan. I suppose that's about all you can expect from the average university student anyway. Yes, I am qualified to judge. Don't forget that I made it past the gatekeepers. I'm a published author.
What a bitch!
Last but not least, there's the guy at the back of the room cultivating a gloomy aura. The one with the unsettling look in his eyes. He's a real character, but the truth is, he's just your average wannabe. Another young guy dreaming of being an author and critic. Whenever I'm successful, he directs this oppressive envy at me like a laser. And it burns.
Just in case you forgot, I'm a published author.
Hyakawa.
Yokawa.
His name is Hyakawa, but the character's for Cold River. The guy's as icy as his namesake. People used to ironically call him sensei because he pompously criticizes others despite not having achieved anything himself. That all ended when my book was published. Now I'm sensei. It's hard to tell whether he's glad the nickname is gone or whether he liked having his superiority acknowledged, even in jest. He burns with envy toward anyone he thinks has gotten ahead of him in life. Every day he compliments me on my work. It's so obnoxious. I want to quit the club, but now that I'm an author, it feels awkward. That's the only reason I'm still here. By the way, I do have a friend I sometimes hang out with on the weekends, but things are awkward with him now, too. He's the most normal normie who ever normed.
This is not a real video game, bro.
This guy is not real.
Holy fucking shit. He is actually... My god, he's like fucking Isaiah from Bridge Kids.
Oh my god, you're right!
He's literally just Isaiah from Bridge Kids. Like, there is no difference. Holy fuck.
He's just... He's the most normal.
He's the most normal normie who ever normed.
Wow.
We were never joined at the hip or anything, but I've known him since elementary school. Sometimes we don't hang out for a few years, but we always seem to come back together. You know the kind of relationship, right? He seems to be working hard to line up a job for her after graduation. That's the kind of thing that makes him a normie, you see. A normal person walks around wearing clothes because normal people don't get naked in public. We plan to meet up soon to celebrate my book's publication. Well, it won't be much of a celebration. We're just gonna hang out in town and he'll probably treat me to dinner. It'll be pure normalcy. I mean that in a good way, I'm grateful for it. But as someone who can read minds, I'm also a bit nervous for it. Beneath this outward celebration of my success, frustration buzzes. He's desperately trying to suppress the fear of being surpassed by his friends. He doesn't know how to feel about the fact that I'm here getting money and recognition while he's dealing with the stress of job hunting.
What can you do? It's yet another interpersonal struggle, albeit of a different kind from what I have with Hyakawa. There are some things that would make people like this envious. That's what makes it so difficult. Beyond a deep shadow lies a bright light, and vice versa. Readers reply to my posts with positive messages of encouragement. Of course, people discuss my work on review sites and message boards, but the people who contact me directly are usually fans with an interest in rising authors. Though I suppose the fact that I don't have enough exposure to have haters yet probably isn't a good thing.
True.
I hope the next volume sells enough for me to get publicly slammed.
Good luck!
Anyway, I do get plenty of DMs. From girls too, you know. The people who secretly send me direct messages in the hopes of using me somehow for their own advantage. Mostly women. This in turn fuels the jealousy of their peers who have nothing special going for them. If I show any interest in return, I'll be lambasted as only being in it for the women. But the true greats turn their messy romantic troubles into literature, right? Osama Dazai and Sakaguchi Ango were womanizers. Not that they would listen to reason. I've got game too, though. I got a DM from a girl who wants to meet up. Going by her account, she seems to be a fairly cute university student and model who has aspirations of becoming a VTuber. She looks average enough to me, but her selfies get plenty of likes and she has about 3,000 followers. She's into alternative stuff and she messaged me because she's emotionally connected with my work. Well, I'll be damned. It could be interesting to take a peek inside her head and use it as inspiration for my work. I haven't responded yet. Finally, to play the part of the broke student, I have a part-time job working the night shift at a convenience store. That's all I felt up to. The store is surprisingly quiet at night. Though it's a comparatively good time of day, the work itself is strenuous. Every day I find myself wanting to punch the manager in the face. The only reason convenience store managers across the nation are still alive is because night shift pay is slightly higher. That's why I haven't killed them. Let's take a peek inside the customer, shall we? I like observing them from behind the register. It could be something almost childishly innocent about the patrons who come in here at night. Oh, like I mentioned before, my ability isn't something so convenient as telepathy. It's more of a form of synesthesia, and I do need a certain amount of information for it to work. While I can hazard a decent guess from observing their actions and body language, it's only after a few conversations that I start to see deeper. That's why I don't like to get close to people. I can't help it though. I'm already in their minds. Good fucking God. This old guy is a regular. He's always pissed off about something. If the cashier is too slow bagging his purchases, he'll curse them out. Despite that, he buys a ton of candy. Both his work life and home life are falling apart. After his night shift ends, he fills his basket with carbs so he can eat his stress away. His body is expanded with a sedentary lifestyle, and he's transforming into a lump of flesh that disgusts his coworkers and family. My dad's the same. Gluttony is the most convenient sin. Even a complete idiot can stuff themselves, and that's what idiots do. It's the lack of self-control. To be human is to restrain one's desires. That's rationality. We aren't beasts to be controlled by our instincts. She's clearly a hostess. I mean, you can tell from how she's dressed. Maybe she doesn't work as a host at a hostess bar specifically, but she definitely works the red light district. There's a delicate soul wrapped in those flashy clothes. I guess she's here for condoms or cigarettes. She flits in on her break, then disappears again into the neon world. There you go, she's picked up a pack of condoms. Well, at least she's not one of those chicks who's obsessed with hosts. How do I know that? Hosts always have condoms on them. They look out for number one. This is all just speculation, of course. A man has to entertain himself when he works the night shift. I bet he's a runaway. Curfew ends at 4 a.m., so until then he evades the eyes of the law by drifting around the stores that are open into the early hours. He could pass for 18, but it's always better to err on the side of caution. Not that I have any intention of turning him in. I bear him no ill will. It's not like he's shoplifting or anything. He's a dumbass dropout who often works the same shift as me, and I don't want this kid to head toward the same future. I'm happy to let him browse for a while. It'll liven things up a bit.
So he does go outside. Okay.
The streets are so deserted this late at night that I feel a certain closeness with the strangers glimpsed from the corner of my eye. You know how it is. But even as I hold myself apart, I am like these people, like that dropout coworker I mentioned before. One's surroundings reflect one's own nature. I too am a character in this setting. I'll be making my exit shortly though. now that I have my prize money and royalties. Sadly, I shall be tendering my resignation, leaving this liminal space where, at an hourly rate of 1,450 yen, a teenager can work a 10-hour shift and earn more money than they ever imagined. This place is like life's waiting room, but it's time to leave. I'm determined to move forward to my future. Serves you all right. And that's how I spend my days. I hate humanity and I hate this world, especially since my sickly little sister was born. She went through a lot before she stabilized, and now we siblings are in a world of our own. Sahana was born 1,000 times smarter than the average person. She's a genius. She was far too advanced for her elementary school, so she stopped going. Since my elementary school days, I've always thought deeply on questions such as, why are people so cruel, and what determines what's right or wrong? The more I thought, the more distant I grew from other people until I started to see inside their heads. Once my mother asked me, why don't you like school? When I asked her if the other moms thought less of her because her kid was a loner, she screwed up her face in disgust and called me a little demon. But I had asked the question in good faith. I'd heard the concern buzzing behind her words, and I'd simply wanted to help.
You still awake, Oni-chan?
At the sound of my sister's voice, I finally became aware of the time.
Nighttime is for sleeping, you know.
It's the middle of the night, the witching hour, and the whole world slumbers, except for me. I feel bad for keeping Sahana up too, but I don't think she minds. Since neither of us goes to school, the time kept by those in the outside world doesn't really apply to us. There's no point in forcing ourselves to adhere to the logic of a world in which we are not part. Sahana only mentioned the time as a conversation starter. She wants me to pay attention to her. Twisted as we may be, she still wants us to play at being a happy family. Plus, kids find it fun to be up late while everyone else their age is tucked in bed getting a good night's sleep before school the next day. They follow their parents' and teachers' orders, going to school even though they'd rather not, already being conditioned into wage slavery as they learn to wake with the dawn. It's idiotic. They have no idea how much quieter and more enjoyable the world is at night. I'm so proud of my sister when I compare her to those drones. She'll happily point out her brother's unhealthy habits while having no intention of going to school herself.
Oni-chan, you're mocking people in your head again, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Actually, I was thinking how proud I am of you.
It's okay. You justify yourself by looking down on people who live normal lives.
No, I don't. And even if I do think along those lines, I'm not looking down on people. I'm just stating facts.
You'd be lost without me.
That goes both ways. We're two shut-ins together. If one of us left, that's the whole world gone. You can't really say you're living if there's no one else around.
But we can say we're alive in a world with only each other.
I don't know. But we're living more than we would be if we were completely alone, I think. Though only barely. But I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that too. I'll always be here.
My sister is always cynical, yet also always earnest. She's such a weird girl, but that's fine. If she were normal, she'd probably hate her older brother. Plus, she'd be up in the daytime and going to school. She'd set some awful alarm and it'd wake me up too, but because she'd be the good girl doing what she was supposed to, my complaints would be irrelevant. That's how neurotypicals exclude people like us before they even notice us. Those cruel, cruel people.
We're just committing slow suicide together. Quietly, Oni-chan.
So... Oh, this is old ass. Oh.
Dukkha.
Truth at the foundation of the Buddha's teachings. It means that life is suffering.
I'm a fan of Buddhism.
Hell yeah.
I see it as a religion of resignation. It's like, this is the way the world is. Get used to it. Things are never going to go how you want them to. Suffering is the core of life. Any moment without pain is a bonus. You live with the assumption that nothing will go as planned, finding happiness in the rare occasions when it does. But I hate the kind of people who spout nonsense about living without expecting anything from other people. They're liars. You can see it in the color of their emotions. They just want to show off, acting like they know all about suffering and truth. But deep in their eyes, you can see it. They still believe in other people. I mean, if your average person could achieve enlightenment that easily, there'd be no need for Buddhism, would there? So long as you're alive, you'll always be suffering. That's just the way it is. I read a book by a famous psychiatrist. After delving into so many minds, this doctor apparently concluded that moments of peace or joy were rare and fleeting among the harsh realities of life. Really gives you hope, right? Everyone is suffering. No, I'd really rather not, but it's time I made some human connections in this shitty world. Living is inextricably linked to relationships, so I'm going to power forward while I have even a little motivation. As much as it pains me, experience is necessary sustenance for creative work. To live is to suffer. Now, where shall we go?
He's not all stupid. Very good.
What the hell?
Fun fact that while I was following the development of this game, because I did follow it, the creator Naura posted a promotional image of this game that featured the soundtrack. And I shit you not, the video was just called Autism. And it had a picture of Sahana, like her art on the title screen, and instead of the logo being Sister Other Paranoia, it just said Autism in like Arial font. And I think they got interviewed about that. They were like, "What? So like, is this a joke or is it like part of the story?" And Nyaura said, because this was before it released, so this is like, it's okay, it's not spoilers. But Nyaura said, yeah, like I think like I am autistic, and I wrote this story kind of embracing that. I think like I've seen some people headcanon Ame as autistic, and that wasn't my intention, but like, you know, I am autistic, so maybe some of it like bled into her. But with Sister Other Paranoia, the inclusion of neurodivergence is intentional and a theme. And I thought that was interesting, so I thought I would share.
Huh. Where do you feel like going first? We have a bat, a worm, a monkey, a ring, and a fox?
Well, you know me, I like to save the dessert for last, so let's go with the worm first.
Oh, it's a caterpillar.
I'm
a caterpillar always hungering. I'm a caterpillar always feeding. The human chair, the caterpillar.
You can read quotes like this. I do enough talking.
You sure do.
Bro, I've been yapping for like an hour already.
It's been really therapeutic to listen to, honestly.
Oh, that's
like
nice.
I've been enjoying listening to you.
Whoa.
It's probably you.
Yo, Hasia. Still haven't fixed your posture, huh? You look like a hunchback.
Caterpillar.
I'm seeing my buddy for the first time in a while. If I described it...
Damn, omo.
This is actually... I'm sorry. My first thought was penis music.
If I described us as bros, it'd give the impression that we're closer than we really are. It'd be more accurate to say we use each other. Two weirdos together get to pretend to be normal. Every now and then we get together to hit up the otaku stores. Been our thing since middle school, but now that we're at different universities, our interests have drifted apart, and we only hang out every few months or so. Still, our connection has proved resilient, so I suppose in the end we really are bros. Nice to see you haven't changed, Ikusa. From my perspective, he's matured with shocking ease into a nerdy student with no particular special qualities. He plays the latest mobile games, occasionally buys merch, talks about the anime de joie. Sometimes does a little gaming.
There was a time when he was more passionate about this stuff, but with the pressure of completing his dissertation and job hunting, he started to talk more about real life stuff than fiction. Basically, he's hiding out in his college chrysalis, soon to emerge a corporate drone. From his point of view, he'll have his fair share of struggles, but from an outside perspective, I'm sure it'll be smooth sailing. He'll manage to find a job. He'll start working, and while grappling with the tension between personal fulfillment and the daily grind, he'll earn a decent salary and get into a decent relationship. The next natural step will be marriage, and then he'll do his best to raise the kids in a somewhat stable home, ultimately passing his hopes and dreams to the next generation. Why is the camera slowly going down to his cock? That's not necessarily a bad thing, but to a creative person, normality is the enemy. Oh god, we're getting closer. Though there's no malice to them, the banal words and gestures of these normal people chip away at the creative heart.
Anal.
When I joined my university's lit club with a serious focus on writing, I couldn't hide my scorn at the way they acted like writers with a capital W. Most people have a fleeting dream of being an author at some point in their lives, but 99% of them never achieve it. Igusa, of course, was silently betting I'd give it up to pursue a real career. Oh god, now it's just his dick. When he wished me good luck, there was no sneer hidden among the words. He did, though, expect to make jokes at my expense later, whenever I grew bored of the creative life. A pretty typical mindset. Oh god! Oh, thank god. No more penis music.
Why did you read that all in one breath? It was okay.
How did that turn out for him? There's something awkward about him today. While he leers at an anime girl keychain in an otaku shop, he's surreptitiously gauging my reaction. In my presence, his actions resemble a caterpillar's, crawling, wriggling grotesquely along the ground. His mind is overcast. The average person is easily swayed by power and authority. Let me get some water.
Yeah, take some. Yeah, I think,
Okay. You think?
You seem like you need, water.
I needed it for a second, yeah. To a regular college guy with job hunting worries on his mind, a published author who won a debut prize is, in terms of hierarchy, up in the stratosphere. Inferiority, jealousy, envy, it all blends together in a confusion of murky emotion. Sludgy, dirty gray, like when you mix together all the paints on your palette. He's fallen into this stagnant murk. You'd think upon seeing his friend again after so long, he'd greet me with congratulations on my achievement, but he couldn't do it. His blended pride and guilt torment him over his inability to celebrate his friend's new start. The disparity between his emotional turmoil and his attempts to act natural remind me of a caterpillar's wriggling, twisting walk. What anime have you been watching lately, Igusa? Anime? Oh, this and that. He's being vague. His emotions are shifting into fear. Desperate to protect his own self-esteem, he breaks into a cold sweat. He's afraid to voice his thoughts on anime and manga to reveal his preferences to an author. He dreads coming across as shallow or leaving a vulgar impression. How about you, Hasaya? I'm more about books these days. Yeah, figured. You're an author now, after all. The sense of invincibility felt by university students is a complex thing. You've graduated high school and officially become an adult. You're tasting freedom for the first time. The web of your relationship grows. You can stay out past 10 p.m. without getting yelled at. You can drink and smoke at your own discretion. It's like that feeling you get in an RPG after you've finally finished the long-ass tutorial, when the map opens up and there's an entire world to explore. He must have felt like he could do anything, and he must have been deeply wounded to discover the vast gulf between that sense of power and freedom and the realities of life. Freedom breeds inequality. The popular kids breeze through life. The gap between him and his peers widens. He goes on social media and he finds some guy he remembers as a fellow outcast who has gone viral with his shorts, all the while his insecurities and biases relentlessly hollow out his still developing soul. Igusa is desperately trying to prevent his pride from taking a beating. Up until now, he's had the upper hand between us, being the one looking for a real job. In comparison, I was the wannabe writer working the night shift at a convenience store. If my books never went anywhere, I'd be cast out into the world and left to run at dead-end part-time jobs. By then, Igusa would be moving forward as a gainfully employed member of society. I chose this path, so I didn't care, but my chancy lifestyle put his mind at ease. Igusa's not all that clever. I expect his university life is at best mediocre. I rarely read any hint of self-confidence from him. There's an anxiety, like he's trying to convince himself of his own validity. That's what it's like to be a waste of space. And at the same time, a sense of relief. At least I'm doing better than Hasia, damned to be part-time hell forever. In the hierarchy of fellow failures, being able to scrape by as an office pleb becomes a form of identity. Basically, he's freaking out because the tables have been turned, and he's no longer the one looking down on me from his safe space up above. Once our excruciating hike through the otaku shops is over, we head to a cafe. Igasa starts conspicuously vaping, and his confidence increases slightly. Seems like he wanted to show off that, yeah, he's a student and he can do this kind of thing. A gray haze, fainter than the chaotic brain fog of his emotions, clouds my vision. Perhaps feeling that he has the edge now, he finally broaches the main topic. So, how does it feel being a big shot author? He's still not fully over it. Adding that snarky big shot is him trying to make himself feel better by taking a dig at me, acting like I don't have the talent to warrant real respect. He's still trying to convince himself that my prize win was a fluke. He might even be right. After all, I haven't published a follow-up yet, so I could end up a one-hit wonder. I'm still a newcomer, a baby who's taken one small step. Still, from the perspective of your average otaku, it's more like a giant leap to the moon. That's pretty rough, to be honest. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the sequel. Pretty sure winning the debut prize was just a fluke. Nah, man, you got this. You got that special something, you know? When I play it down, he's obviously relieved, at least in terms of our interactions. When he gets to play the good friend calming the nervous newbie, he feels like he's a step above me. Is life the constant repetition of these charades? Hey, you're the one who writes these long-ass, passionate... Oh, yeah, this is me.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the one who writes these long, passionate posts where you get all philosophical about the real moe anime. Yeah. Actually, that reminds me. My Lit Club's putting out a zine soon. Why don't you contribute something? Are you serious? No way. I can't submit something like that. I just write whatever pops into my head in the moment. He's right about that. His posts are slapdash trash, not even worthy of a polite praise. Still, people online are probably impressed by their sheer length. People like to go herring off after new pursuits, and this dabbling shoves their face into their own limitations. Through this process, they transform. His posts are cobbled together from the provocative opinions found on clickbait news sites. Whether you're gushing over something or tearing it apart, any extreme position garners reactions, and some people did respond to his essays, giving him a tiny taste of success. The good thing about Igasa is that he's content with that. He won't get delusions of grandeur and start writing more biased pieces, seeking praise from people who already agree with him. He's nothing if not a coward. He chose a college degree and a workaday life so as not to stray from the societal herd. You're a lucky guy, Hasia. Girls are going to be throwing themselves at you in the club. Depressingly, a university student's every passion seems to always boil down to sex. He wants to see whether I'll steal a march on him and be the first of us to get a girlfriend. It's one thing for him to accept that my talent has been rewarded, but it's another, more terrifying prospect for his friend to taste that delicious fruit before him. To a horny college guy, realizing that your friend is more attractive to the opposite sex is a crushing defeat. He's praying that I at least won't be a hit with the ladies. Maybe it's okay for me to send him home with a little taste of that bitterness. I might light a fire under his ass and push him to change. I don't know. I haven't really gotten any of that at the club, but I've had some DMs from e-girls and cosplayers and stuff. Wait, for real? What girls? Are they hot? How many? Well, we devoured that bait. At least try to hide your thirst. I'm not really interested in them, but I could see where they're confident enough to slide into people's DMs. I got the looks. Seriously, dude? He's genuinely shocked by this revelation. Yeah, he's a complete fool, but it's kind of endearing. He fits the dumb but pure stereotype. The people don't like being pinned on the wall. They wriggle. Hey, why don't we meet up with one of them? Oh, hey, why don't we meet up with one of them together? Have you seen the shit filters can do these days? We can see how they compare in reality. That's sleazy. How vulgar. It's all just pathetic, down to the way he casually offers a rationalization for him to meet these girls, as though I can't see right through him. He's still hanging his meager hopes on the belief that he'll have more luck with women than me, thanks to his prospects of stable employment. But I'll come off as a misanthrope, and he'll glow by comparison. Deep down, though, lies the even more frivolous wish that he might get to meet a cute girl. Every reaction is exactly as expected. He feels at ease when he can look down on someone else. He becomes slavish when he knows he's been outstripped. A caterpillar, squirming along exactly as programmed.
a vile, pathetic caterpillar. Still, here in Japan, there's a reasonable chance that if you put in a reasonable amount of effort, you can reasonably be happy. We all start with a huge advantage simply by being We all start with a huge advantage simply by virtue of being born in this country. Let me count your blessings, Ikusa. I'm gonna drink some water.
Have some water.
Ugh. As you start your new life and your new career and metamorphose into a functioning adult, you'll forget all about me. We're headed down two different paths. The only thing I'm sure of is that we need to put a healthy amount of distance between us before we can hurt one another and grow disillusioned. Damn, a literary master's life sure is a lonely one. God damn.
Man, what a guy. Oh, she has her hair in pigtails today. Very cute.
You've got an even stranger look on your face today, Oni-chan.
Really? I can't tell. What do I look like to you?
Kind of like you have a guilty conscience.
What's that supposed to mean? Be more concrete.
You met up with your friend today, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm guessing he was weird about you becoming a published author?
Kinda, yeah. It takes a lot for someone in his position to offer sincere congratulations.
Did it make you feel good to see him squirm?
Can you read minds now?
I'm playing at being you. You're the one who enjoys deciding what other people are feeling.
I can't really call myself an author.
I guess not. But your book is published and available nationwide, and that's proof of some level of recognition.
Not enough for a second printing. I'm in the red right now. I'm just a burden on the publisher.
Still, your talent is being recognized, and that's amazing.
That's nice while it lasts.
Adults sure have it rough. I'm sure the time will come when it's your turn to feel inferior to your friend. We never know where life will take us.
I don't care about other people.
I suppose that's relatively true.
Talk about loaded phrasing.
Well, for as long as we're alive, we'll always be fighting against other people in our heads. Oni-chan, do you think the world lies? I suspected as much.
Weird. So I can reselect the caterpillar.
Oh, that's true. What happens if we do? I'm kind of curious.
Alright, let's do that one first.
And then if we do, I think we can skip it. I'm not sure where the skip button is, but...
No, this is new.
Not reading books is proof that one is not lonely. Osamu Dazai.
Hey, Hasuya, what do you think you're gonna do in the future? I don't know, go to high school? Yeah, but what about after high school? I haven't thought about it. You always have your nose in a book, so I bet you go to college and study literature. I really don't care what I do, honestly. Anything but get a job, am I right? I'm not gonna live to work, I can tell you that. You say that now, but you're gonna end up in some boring old company doing some boring old job. Everyone says they won't, and then everyone does it anyway. Does that include you too? I guess so. Sucks. Ikusa messaged me to hang out again, even though it hasn't been that long since the last time. Sounds like he's having some luck with the job hunt. Made it to a final round interview or something. I really don't give a flying fuck. Puts me in a foul mood. I am at my core a shitty person. Our friendship would run its course soon anyway. It'll happen naturally, without ill will or intent once he starts working. A stable existence is a given for those capable of leading a respectable life in society. And there's those of us consumed by petty irritation at their entire upright existence. I suppose I should prepare a parting gift, something to see him off on his new life. We'll walk our separate paths that won't and shouldn't ever cross again. The easy route would be to accept the grand fiction that is capitalism. My knee-jerk reaction is to reject other people's religious beliefs, and that's what capitalism is. Blind faith and accumulation. All we unbelievers can do is repudiate it with our stories. I can admit that we are the abnormal ones here. We are profoundly childish and arrogant. Sorry, man, it's not even about hatred, but I have to reject you, my friend, so that I can remain myself. After all, we're both just struggling to survive. Forgive me.
Whoa, for me? You never given me a gift before.
It's no biggie. You office guys live and die by your business cards, right? You gotta have something slick to pull it out of. I gave him a brand name business card holder as a gift.
Ugh, I have no idea how to talk to chicks like that. You see how eager they were when you said you're a writer?
I don't want to hear about my book, though. It's better if you talk about your day-to-day gripes, that kind of stuff. Give him a few pickup tips.
Are you sure? This book isn't out yet, is it?
Man, I've been looking forward to it.
I sometimes get pre-release copies from my editor, and they said it's fine to give some away to fans. I give him some of the exclusive items I'm able to get my hands on as an author. While I earn his gratitude, I sow seeds of guilt and inferiority. The act of giving is one that clearly delineates the haves from the have-nots. Once upon a time, two villages got into a gift exchange where each side felt compelled to give back something even better than they had received in an ever-escalating competition. Each gift raised the bar for the next until both villages collapsed under the massive economic burden. By the end, they were no longer making gifts but sacrifices. Even the young people were handed over to the other village, all in service to reputation. What's the point in caring about social standing? I mean, I suppose the two villages have a political interest in standing at the top of their little village hierarchy, but this is between friends. It happens because we're obsessed with the object that is ourself. Right now, Igasa is simultaneously experiencing surface pleasure and internal inferiority. He's trying to work out what my goal is. Is it kindness or malice? He's trying to convince himself that it's kindness. Sorry, man, but I'm just a shitty guy. I'm 10 times worse than you ever imagined. I'm still bearing a grudge for that time you laughed at me and said I'd end up just another working stiff.
Shit, man, you're serious? Korean barbecue, your treat?
Sure. I got the cash in it for my prize winnings and royalties. I can cover it. You can get me back with your first paycheck.
It's a deal, Hasia. Not that I even have the job yet.
The farce. And many more await him. So many more. With his bosses, his parents, his partners, his coworkers, trading empty pleasantries, foisting coded expressions of favorability upon one another while keeping one's true feelings hidden, all while mistaking financial relationships and the pecking order for genuine trust. Even as we comprehend the reality of it, our collective devotion to capitalism leads us to turn a blind eye to the niceties, helpless before its blessing. The salary. You all keep maintaining the lie.
Fuck yeah.
Eat as much as you like. Because it chugs his beers. The meat sizzles on the grill. Alcohol, that poison, eats away at his judgment, gradually erodes his inhibitions.
So, do you have your own business cards, Hasia?
Nah, I don't need them. I suppose my book is my card. But it'd be a pain in the ass to carry them around, huh?
I guess I can imagine you bowing and exchanging business cards. You're not built for that.
I don't know, actually. I have a bunch of corporate experience for meetings and stuff. More than most university students, anyway.
Oh, right, yeah.
Why the long face? Come on, you're about to launch your career. You're only gonna be heading up from here.
Yeah, moving up by bowing down and browning my nose.
That's corporate life for you. Not that I know.
I know you've always looked down on that stuff. I mean, I think it's shit too. I hate it, but that's just how it is.
Seriously, man, what's up with you? Sure, it might seem pointless to me, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And unless my books do well, I'll be trash as far as society is concerned.
I get that.
Don't get all sad drunk on me. We're pre-celebrating you getting a job. Yeah. You're right, yeah. I can see it in your eyes, you know. The way you fear people at the same time as you look down on them. Yeah, I know, the resting bitch face. So sue me. It's not what I mean. I can't do what you do. I can't stare down the world like that. I can't tell if that's a compliment or an insult. Bit of both, I guess. Do you think I can hack it in life? I don't know. But you're getting by in college, and you're doing okay with the job hunt, so I figure you'll muddle through. Yeah. Guess that's just my life. Muddling through. Did you stop giving me that look? No, this is the face I was born with. Thanks for dinner. No need to thank me, it was a celebration. It was really special for me, I mean that. Like, I was grateful, but also, it wasn't all good feelings, you know? I was uneasy too. Ugh, I don't know what I'm saying. I bet you'd be able to put these feelings into words. Everyone's scared of change. That's all it is. No, you don't know everything, Ozzy. Honestly, it scares me that I've stayed the same all this time.
You ate meat for dinner, Oni-chan.
Yeah, I took a friend out.
You did?
See, I can be nice. I did good, right?
But you don't really believe that gifts and dinners can make a person happy. After all, that wouldn't work on you.
That's because if I want something, I can buy it myself. I'm satisfied with the random food I usually eat, and I get a kick out of doing people a favor and making them feel like they owe me. That's me we're talking about. Normies enjoy normal stuff.
You aren't even aware of the biggest gift you can give, Oni-chan.
What, do you think I have something more to offer?
Opening your heart. Even just a tiny bit. In the same way as you hurt other people, you can share your own pain with others. People aren't all as bad as you think they are.
There's no need for that. I know I called him a friend, but we're not as close as you seem to think.
That's not true, Oni-chan. I'm sure that the people around you are more interested in being friends with you than you realize.
That's all a distraction. I have you to talk to. I don't need anyone else.
But what if I go away one day?
And I'll go with you. We've come this far together. Till death do us part.
Okay, till death do us part. Or Oni-chan, I'll be with you for the rest of your life. Don't you forget that. Good night.
Leave me alone. Why do you insult me? Nikolai Gogol, The Overcoat.
My mouse is off screen.
Do we want to see the finale of The Caterpillar?
Is it a finale?
Maybe.
Let's go one more time. Fuck it.
I don't know. Usually, like, you know, it's in threes, right? So.
You would think, yeah.
The Roman slave was held by fetters. The wage laborer is bound to his owner by invisible threads. Karl Marx. Capital. A critique of political economy.
We're bringing out the Karl Marx quotes. That's how you know it's about to get crazy.
Igasa's message was short and to the point, which told me exactly how he felt. Got the job. It's not with a major company, more the kind of place you'll end up if you just plug away at the job hunt. But he has a lot riding on this, and I can sense his satisfaction at having made a big life decision. He must feel fulfilled to have researched such a major milestone. I bet he feels very content.
This is great. Can you screenshot this? I'm sorry. I know that they've had like real life images, but like I'm sorry. Just Just Karl Marx being there is
Bro,
really good.
sorry, it's just Karl Marx. That image of him is just so fucking iconic. You cannot take it seriously anymore.
This is the picture of him. It's
No matter what you fucking do. Holy fucking shit, bro. Holy fuck, that's so funny. Hold on a second. Okay. There we go, sorry.
It depresses me a little to know that I'll have to congratulate someone who has decided to take the sunlit path of a socially acceptable life, which runs in direct opposition to my own. Maybe I'll think of it as a practice. Maybe I'll think of it as more practice at social ceremony. I suppose people have to suppress such emotions as they learn to navigate life and society and conform to capitalism. Anyway, it'd be uninspired to treat him to barbecue again. Kinda weird to take him out for another meal in general. And to be honest, my money won't last long if I keep treating people to lavish dinners. That was a one-time splurge. Might as well look up the place because that's gonna be working. Comparison is the thief of joy. Honestly, if you're privileged enough to live in a developed nation and you focus on yourself and live modestly, you should be pretty happy. But the internet is a comparison machine. You can access any information in an instant, compare yourself to it, and instantly get depressed. On the odd occasion, you might instead revel in a sense of superiority and feel better, because this company is a subcontractor. Apparently, they're in the business of establishing sales channels to sell imported office chairs to companies in bulk. They operate on a microscopic scale, and the view count for their business intro video is in the double digits. Not surprising, given that there's nothing noteworthy about it. He survived 20 years on planet Earth for this. As far as I'm aware, office chairs have had zero impact on him so far. But I guess that's life, huh? I never felt a hint of fulfillment from my job at the convenience store. I treat it as a form of training. Still, I have no choice but to work for those paltry wages. It's just how it is. I write to escape the prison of labor. Why don't we take a little trip to Yuga's future workplace?
Like a field trip?
I love this style of like old ass visual novel where like they just took real pictures of places, slapped a filter over it, and then made that the background. I miss that so much. Nowadays, you look at like a bunch of visual novels on Steam. Here's the thing, babes. I've been looking at so much shit to play on Steam, but you know what I have to do every time I want to play something? I have to scroll all the way to the bottom. And I have to check if anything was generated by AI. And every fucking time, there's always like, you know, the AI generated thing, and it's like, oh, we generated our backgrounds using AI, but don't worry, nothing else. And it's like, well, fuck off. Use real pictures like the old fucking days. We had an art for this. Oh my god, these bitches pissed me off. Anyway, sorry, go on.
No. Preach.
This is why you need to play Umi Nickel. It's on my list. I think I have it, bro. Like, do I? I don't actually know. I don't think I do, actually. But it's on my list. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. I really want to play it.
Oh, I think you'd get a kick out of it.
Fuck you mean? Have you played it?
I saw a playthrough of it a while ago.
Really?
Really?
What?
What
the fuck do you mean? You went through one of...
I say that...
Uh-huh.
No, I say that like, I saw a playthrough. Not gonna lie, I hardly remember any of it. I just remember like the major beats.
I can't believe that.
Really?
That's fucking insane. I can't wrap my head around that. That like you... Like, that's like the legendary status, like, visual novel, and you're just like, I don't remember much about it.
No, it's iconic, right? But it was so long ago that I couldn't
how old were
recall
you?
all of it. God.
Oh shit, when did the game come out again?
It's been out for a while. Like decades, I think. Umi Nickel.
Hold on. Yeah, let me look this up. Hold up.
Yeah, When the Seagulls Cry. Its first episode debuted in August 2007.
Oh, fuck. What was it? I must have been like... I remember being in Texas. So it had to be some point after 2013.
Okay. Beatrice. Beatrice is so hot. Nah, chat, this guy's pissing me off.
You should play Umineko.
She's so hot. Man, fuck you. I can't believe you don't remember it. Alright, I'm gonna play
sorry.
it.
You haven't even played it. Okay, listen, that just means when I watch the stream of you doing it, that means I get to re-experience it and actually enjoy it like with a brain and media
With a
literacy.
brain.
That's all it means, darling.
How much to stop stream right now and for you to play Umineko right now? Like, I mean, if you're asking seriously, probably like, it'd have to be at least 500,
I need to
right?
go to the bathroom.
It'd have to be at least 500.
500? That's crazy. 500 clams? Hey, chat, I would understand.
500 USD. Let's be very clear. God, I need to get a job. Real as hell. It's quite a world we live in. 500 cigarettes. No. No. You will not clams. $500. A succulent sushi feast. No. What if someone purchased everything on your throne? Wait, let me check what's on my throne right now. I haven't looked at it in a bit. Let me go look. Throne.com. I think altogether this would total up to over 500, so I think I would accept it, actually. Everything that's available, though. That's so over 500. 500 affirmations. 500 eddies? Wait, you actually have a throne? I sure do. It might appear in chat, listed under, buy me a gift, I think? I think it's also in the description. The fuchsia and figure. Eddie's mean cash. Also, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm sad. The fuchsia and figure sold out. So I can't get it. I do kind of want that. Wait. Wait, that's right. I forgot. I have viewers. I can ask y'all to buy shit for me if I have something that I want. There's something that I had my eye on. There was recently they added like this cute little sitlolly bag to the Amazon, and it's so cute. So like I want it. But I'm broke right now. I don't have the money to be spending frivolously right now, unfortunately. Which is so sad. Because I wish I could buy more, but I cannot. The Elf Joy chair, if you get it, do not spill anything on that. You're not getting a stain out of that. Oh, wait a minute. I have fans. Yeah, this is true. Oh my god, there's a Silver Wolf fast charger and fast charge data cable. Wait, that's so cute. I bet Sif would love that. I don't think there was anything else I particularly had on my list. Hi, welcome back. How are you feeling?
Hi. Feels good to step away from the PC for a bit.
Real.
I'm ready to continue whenever, unless you were talking about something else.
Go for it.
Okay.
He says here, he's torn between wanting to brag about his new job and feeling apprehensive about coming face to face, accompanied by a friend no less, with the fact that the company is nothing special. I play innocent. I want to see where my best buddy's going to be working. Come on, it'll be fun. Well, okay. I interviewed at company HQ, so I guess it's a good idea to check out the place where I'll actually be working. Man, I can't believe you're gonna be a white-collar worker. That's a big deal. Come on, man. Being an author's a way bigger deal. Such a pointless conversation. The sun is setting. Orange light diffuses the sky. It's that fleeting liminal time between night and day. Time for people who belong to neither. 40 minutes along an insignificant train line. 15 minutes walk through a neighborhood where the station building is the only major facility. Igasa's future workplace comes into view. A place that will occupy 1/3 of his every weekday. There's a chain restaurant nearby that serves beef bowls. Lucky Igasa. Like the bibimbap. Bibimbap one?
It's a Korean dish.
Huh. I've never heard that word before. I mean, I don't think I've actually had Korean food, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, the place that we usually go to for our hot pot is Korean.
Yeah, that is Korean hot pot, fair point.
Yeah.
I don't know, I
Really
don't
yummy.
really eat much Korean food, though. Usually when we go there, I'm just having like the udon and the ramen.
This is true. You're
That
having the
is distinctly
Japanese shit. Yeah, bibimbap is Korean. Forget exactly what it is though. It's I don't remember either.
I am only just now expanding my palate chat, like recently.
This
I
is
say
true.
recently for like the last 3-4 years. I've been like exploring new places gradually and trying new things, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's always worth trying new things.
I agree. Take it from me, somebody who was a picky eater for the first like 17 years of his life.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is the place you're gonna dedicate your life to. I don't intend to stay there forever. Ordinary, mundane, run-of-the-mill, commonplace, bland, safe, mediocre, standard, average, simple, trite, nondescript, a perfectly normal office unworthy of any special mention. Nothing to write home about. Middle-aged men and women sit at gray office desks, typing industriously before monitors and piles of documents, while one or two younger people squirm with boredom. Only the chairs seem to have had any thought paid to them, but even then, they're hardly luxury items. It's really just that someone put in slightly more effort there than anywhere else. The fluorescent lighting, the only visible excess and so Japanese, bathes the workers in a faint white glow. They'll spend 8 hours of every weekday in this space. That's the devastating reality.
What a fucking dick.
But what can you do? The world works because fewer people succeed than not. So, oh great light novel author, what do you think of it? No sugarcoating. Normal, right? And it is. This is normality. Sit listlessly on the train each morning, check the news or scroll people's status updates on your phone, laugh at dumb viral videos. At the office, engage in banal chit-chat about
Anal.
all of the above. I'm not doing this.
I said it last time too, and you ignored me.
It is banal.
It is banal.
Or no, it's banal, right?
It's banal, like bane,
I'm
like
looking
bane
this
of
up.
your
I'm looking
existence,
this up, bro.
right?
There's no fucking way.
It's banal, like bane, like the bane of your existence.
What?
It's fucking banal,
Banal?
like the fucking bane of your existence, banal.
What?
The opposite of a boon, a bane, banal.
Ah! Banal.
Oh, you looked up
Banal.
you looked up a different
No,
pronunciation. until
that's
you found the one
American
that-
pronunciation according to this.
What? This is pissing me off. Hold on.
What about the British pronunciation?
Banal.
Banal.
That sounds AI generated. Hold on.
Banal.
That's what it fucking says under the pronunciation section.
But now there's no fucking way. What?
I'm going to Reddit. How do you pronounce the word banal? I've never heard anything considered correct besides banal.
Interesting, but often confusing that many mispronounce. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel. How do you say it? Banal. Banal.
Am I wrong? Am I actually wrong?
Good
But I
fucking
thought-
shit. Oh,
But doesn't it come from Bane? What? Hold on. Etymology.
Hold on, we're looking up. So lacking in originality as to be obvious and boring.
Bana.
It's not related to the word bane.
This is pissing me off. I hate all of you. My life is a lie.
Because you.
Alright,
Okay,
whatever.
stop.
Fuck off. I hate all of you. I'm logging off for the night. Goodbye. The stream is just Mugman now. You get to hear Mugman say Oni-chan instead.
That'll be funny.
At the office, engage in banal chit-chat about all of the above. Head straight home after work. Too exhausted to do anything else. Banal.
Shut up. I'm
Jerk
muting
off
you.
while you're feel- Jerk
I'm
off if you're
muting you.
feeling it. If not, drink. Then fall asleep. That's it. You're not muting me. You're not gonna do that. That's
I'm
all
not.
anyone does. I'm watching my microphone indicator to see if it drops. On Discord, I'm kind of scared. That's all anyone does. The people who needlessly mock that life are the strange ones. What
You'd
what
pay
if,
good. You'd pay
what
good
if, like,
money
in
for
the middle
that.
of
You
my
would.
line, you just like cut me off and you'd be like, "Shut
You'd-
the fuck up."
You'd pay good money for that? Really? Really?
For me
You
to shut
promise?
up?
Wait, no, you can't shut me up. No.
You promise? I would, bro. Low-key, if you do it, you'll get to hear it.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes,
bro.
make-
if I see a
make-
fucking, if I see a color pop up on the right side of the chat,
Make
I'm gonna-
Mugman say Oni-chan.
No. The people who needlessly mock that life are the strange ones. You think I can't tell? Your loathing and superiority complex come across loud and clear.
500 to mute Fen. True.
What the fuck?
Your pretentious lives as creatives are what's fucking weird. I don't get all
Lol.
this artistic merit and critique shit. You play a game or put on some anime to relax, maybe jerk off if you get a little peek at a sexy character's panties. Job done. Is it really such an enlightened pursuit to discuss art, just rationalizing your weird tastes and judgments? What purpose does it serve typing out those paragraphs? Can it grow food? Will it protect the village? Hey, I'm gonna kill it selling office chairs to businesses that need them. I'll be doing sales, crunching numbers, all kinds of shit. I'll be contributing to society. Office workers the world over will be able to work free from back pain thanks to the chairs I recommend them. Now that's something. That's making a difference. Me. I'm the unsung hero working behind the scenes. Hey. We can't go back, can we? Is this the end of the line for our youthful days of vague, inconsequential dreaming? Contributing to society, working a real job, isn't that just what it means to be a proper adult? I get what you're saying, but it doesn't change my mind. It's got nothing to do with me. Whether I try to make it as a novelist or not, this is the moment in your life when you get a job. Can a guy still dream after he gets a job? I don't know. I don't think you'll have much time for dreaming during the week. Probably far more productive to spend your time learning Excel or something. Do you think I'll stop watching anime and playing games? The generation before us didn't. Hell, young people today are even more blessed. We can do everything on our phones. Got the right personality to get by somehow, even if you're not earning money. Must be nice. You think so? I've been working my ass off at the convenience store and I haven't quit yet. People are like ducks, all furious motion beneath the surface. I gotta earn money to support my lifestyle. That's an idea an idea fix if I ever heard one. Japan has a welfare system, remember? It's not about earning money. We want the status that comes with participating in society through wages. But yeah, the idea of doing nothing is terrifying. Is it? I'd love to spend my time doing nothing but reading books for all eternity. I think a balance of work and play is best. Though, fuck the 5-day, 40-hour work week. And you spend even more time working on top of that, what with overtime at events and stuff. That's capitalism for you. Only the business owners can earn money without lifting a finger. Why's it gotta be that way? It's worldwide self-delusion. We all agree to place our faith in the value of banknotes. In a sense, capitalism is the biggest religion in the world. People are willing to kill others and even themselves all for the sake of money. Everyone struggles desperately over these little slips of paper, yet if we all suddenly, collectively decided to stop worshipping that fetish, the whole system would collapse. Money has been an object of faith throughout human history. So what can we even do? No clue. There's no meaning in life or death. Why are you even still alive if you hate the world so much? Sorry, man, I still want to write. I'm in a place where I can give a glib answer like that. I have no place without a job. If you got a job, you got somewhere to belong, the workplace. Humans are social creatures. Nothing's changed since the days when we hunted mammoths and shared the spoils. When we become separated from the herd, we get so distressed it feels like death is close at hand. You went through the job hunting process because you're afraid of dying, and now, even if it's a little awkward, you can belong to the herd. Isn't that grand? You mean with all those boomers? Sure, the human body isn't designed to sit for long periods of times. You guys have to push fancy office chairs to keep people at their desks in unnatural positions for as long as possible. You're a cynical bastard. Gotta give me a pass. My usual sensibilities are what make me good at my work. Well, anyway, congrats on the job. I really mean it. You've advanced your piece in the game of life. Guess we should head back soon? If we keep on talking, we'll just end up getting tangled in the threads. Cheese.
Cheese. Thank you for the $10.
The pupa dies without being able to break out of its cocoon. Unseen within the tangled threads, it writhes, then dies. It wanted to fly. It wanted its wings. Wings meant freedom. Just once, it wished to bask in that narrow city sky. The pupa. Whoa.
And that's it.
I clicked on it. Let's see what happens. I'm almost jealous of people who have lived a life filled with shame. So far, I've managed to go through life without suffering any major humiliations. My existence is an exercise in self-preservation. Sure, what little pride I have has been trampled more than once, yet I've never gotten angry over it, or made any effort to reinflate it. To be honest, yes, I simply envied them. Too ashamed to let my envy show, I dedicated my life to hiding my complex. And at some point, I started to delude myself that God or something was rewarding me for being a generally good guy. I've never had any belief in God. I look down on religious people as fools who can't make up their minds for themselves. But I still wanted salvation. I was stupid. Stupid. It took time for me to come to terms with that fact. I have to click on it. I believed or wanted to believe that everyone was like this. I thought my friend with his hunched back and surly expression was an idiot like me, reading his books, acting like he's the shit, desperate to sound literacy so that people would think he's smart. He has a shitty personality. That's why he has no friends, a stupid idiot failing at life. In the same way, I've won my own mental victories by finding the flaws in my classmates. That guy only cares about being popular with the girls. Him, his only redeeming feature is that he's rich. That one's an average Joe who whips himself to do well in sports even though he'll never make it as a pro. And me? I derived a sense of superiority from looking down on other people. I suppose you could say I felt omnipotent. During adolescence, I believed that whatever my status at the time, I would blossom eventually. Unlike everyone else my age, I could see reality for what it was, and I grasped it on a deeper level. I knew things more important than schoolwork. I knew a darkness deeper than friendship or love. Night after night, I surfed the net, visiting shady sites to unearth the truth about the world. I am gifted. I am gifted. I am gifted. No, you're not, you fucking idiot. With time, that sense of omnipotence faded. By the time I started university, it had been completely subsumed by an inferiority complex. Why am I the only one who can't get things right? Everyone else seems to have something I don't. They all seem decently good looking. Aren't I at least okay? Good enough to get a girlfriend? Wait, what if I'm hideous? Am I the only person in the world who's single? They all seem to know about all these books and movies I've never heard of. I got my ass in gear and watched a Tarantino movie. I didn't really get it, but people said it was cool. I tried bringing up Pulp Fiction to some guy who seemed like he was into that kind of stuff. But then he mentioned Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I didn't really know what he was talking about. So I just said, oh yeah, that one, and the conversation fizzled out. I want to fly.
I want to fly in the sky. I want to spread my wings and soar into Tokyo's narrow, polluted sky.
Thanks for coming out this late, man. My office is down there. Damn, it looks pretty run down. But they don't even lock the door to the roof. You know what, Haseya? I've never read a single book. You kept semi-ironically referencing it, so I tried reading Das Kapital. It was so freaking boring. I had no idea what he was going on about. I looked for bad reviews online. Seems like Japanese people love tearing that book apart. I saw reviews like, it's just a bunch of drivel from an elite who never worked a day in his life, and shut up and get a job, and this country would be hollowed out without capitalism. Apparently labor is something done by slaves. They don't have the brains to think for themselves, so they have to move their bodies instead. Convenience store night shift sucks, right? Or modern day slaves. Earn your daily bread by the sweat of your brow. Personal responsibility. I don't really get it, but it feels like at some point the world was rewritten so that working became the only respectable thing to do with your life. It's like we've all been brainwashed to believe that, or like programmed not to rebel against labor. I sound like an angsty teen or a conspiracy theorist. I don't want to work. You could say that with real conviction, Haseya. I envy you. I want to be that reckless too. He who does not respect himself is a slave. The hell's that supposed to mean? Oh, it's a quote? My bad for not being real read. From Natsume Soseki, huh? The author. Do people really read books? Do they get the meaning behind these philosophical movies and anime? You know, I really don't have a clue about anything. I'm serious. I act as though I do, and I just kind of skate on. Figured one day everything would fall into place and it'd all balance out. But bit by bit, the gears slipped out of alignment, and before I knew it, I reached a point of no return. Save me. Every time I try to think of a solution, my mind goes blank, and next thing I know, I'm on my phone watching shorts or playing games. Social media is like a habit I can't quit, and every time I look at it, I see other people my age with all these followers kissing their asses, and I want to kill them. Felt that way about you, too. Wish you'd stop being so fucking pretentious. Sorry. I don't want to think about that shit. I don't have the mental space to, anyway. And because I don't have the space to think, all my time ends up filled with work without me even realizing it. I'm a slave. I work because I don't want to think. I gotta be the perfect example of the exploited laborer, don't you think? An insect, following its programming. I want to fly. God, your expression never changes. I always hated that smug look. Pretentious asshole. But you're pretty impressive, Haseya. I mean, you published a goddamn book. I was genuinely trying to encourage you, man. Seriously. I really wanted to root for you. I want to fly. You know, I've always thought that you get this look on your face, like you can read people's minds. You're doing it right now. You can't tell? You look really fucking sad, man. Like you're really going through it. Sorry, but I'm gonna ask you to shoulder one more burden for me. For once, I want to say something appropriate for me, the protagonist of my own life. Remember that I lived, my friend. It's all on you now.
Are we actually doing this? No way.
I can't even conceive of getting a new qualification and changing careers. That's not what I wanted to hear. So you were faking it this whole time too? Some friend?
Whoopsie! I thought we'd be able to say all of it.
I thought we'd be able to say all of them. What the fuck? I didn't save.
Was there a save button? Wait, hold on.
I tried clicking escape and nothing happened.
Go to options. Okay. Well, it should be fine. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Sound gallery. Oh. Weird.
Bugs theme.
Okay, I guess a new game. I guess we got fucking stabbed. Listen, I clicked escape and nothing happened. I don't even know what the skip button is. I'm not gonna lie. Shift X C V Q W S space R. For some reason, A works to like progress the dialogue.
Let me see. Guides.
Yeah, I'm clicking escape and nothing is happening. Oh, tab.
Tab is the skip button. Not right click? Right click does nothing?
I can't tell you. We haven't seen dialogue.
Oh, right click is how you hide it.
Yeah, right click is how you hide. Regular clicking is how you just progress the dialogue.
Controls. How to play Sister Other Paranoia. Classic visual novel.
Close? What the fuck did I do?
Dude, where's the menu?
I hit my mouse and it said close. Middle mouse button? No. What the fuck?
What are these?
Nope, I got nothing.
Input. Hold on, let's see. Save often. Well, how the fuck do you save? Controls.
How do you open the menu to save, bro?
Advanced text, hide text, mind reading moments. Hey. Bro, this says fucking nothing. Okay, hold on. Guides? Oh my god, this is pissing me off.
I'm holding tab, but for some reason this is not skipping.
There are controls when you hover your mouse at the top of the screen. There they are.
Oh my god.
Oh, if they're at the top of the screen, then I might need to move chat. That's how we were supposed to do it. Alright, well, that's what we get for being stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna move y'all down. Not that far down. This should be good enough.
Don't worry, Chad, I'll just skip over fucking everything.
Great. Well, it's okay. So while I was looking up the controls, I ended up getting a little bit of I saw a couple of reviews. And I also saw somebody say that, oh my god, Sahana is so unappealing, and I feel like, you know, she's not really supposed to be appealing. Like,
not to mention, dog, we've seen her 4 times.
I feel like you know, because this is not like this game, like the two of them are, I mean, I don't know, they're a bit closer than usual, perhaps, but I feel like that's the extent of it. Like, I don't think they're, Alright, so we have
because I went to the fucking top here and there was nothing! Alright, bro. Alright. Shit. Alright, well, I made a save before this. That's what matters.
Yeah. We are on the land down under. Yep, y'all are down now. How does it feel being down low?
Right, so save file 2 will be our exa save.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oh, this is new.
Oni-chan, you don't need to get a proper job, but you should at least get your motorcycle license. Then, when the time comes, we can go wherever we want. Maybe we can drive to the seaside first. Deal? Deal.
This again.
Let me see her cry.
Caterpillar.
Dazai has an interesting quote here. The implication here is that books are for the lonely, which is an interesting perspective, I feel.
Hey, this is different.
Pain
yeah.
and suffering
Crime
are
and
always
Punishment.
inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Fyodor Dostoevsky, I think is how you say it. Crime and
Dostoevsky.
Punishment.
I need to watch. Oh my god, I keep getting. Every game that we play recently has Crime and Punishment references. I have to play it. Jesus.
It's a book, right?
It is a book, and I have it downloaded.
Why'd you say play it? Audiobook. I get it.
Every game that I've played recently has referenced. Like I played. Recently, I played Kanto 2 of Limbus Company, and that was also based on
Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, that was also based on Crime and Punishment. So I was like, bro, I need to hop on. Oh my god, I didn't see the blood like actually like rushing from it.
Yeah,
That's so
the
spooky.
blood, the longer it went, like the more the blood kind of fell out. And there you see the caterpillar never blossomed.
Yeah, the pupa. Oh, wow! Holy shit! You're joking! You actually said 500 USD?
Wait, is that actually are you serious?
Yes! No fucking way! I don't know if you guys get told this enough, but I think you're two of the coolest and most talented people ever, and I thought I would take my chance to appreciate you before you really blow up one day. Please keep doing what you always do. I love you. Bro, Sky, thank you! Oh my god!
Thank you! God damn it. Well, I guess we gotta stop now and play Umineko.
Shit, do we have to switch over to Umineko now?
What?
Permanent member status. That's fucking crazy. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much. Thank you. We will keep making content. Do we switch over to Umineko? And also, we will deliver Bugman saying Oni-chan just for you. Thank you so much.
I mean, yeah, for that many clams.
That's a lot of clams. The crowd
That
says
is
yes.
a plentiful amount of clams, yeah.
Thank you
Alright,
so much.
I got you. Okay, wait. How should I do this though? That is the question.
Say be the best Sahana ever, bro.
How do I do that? Okay.
Channel your inner Sahana.
My inner Sahana.
Yeah,
Bugman, transition.
that's right. Transition right now, Mugman.
Alright, I'll do two. I'll do two.
언니-chan.
And then also,
Holy fucking shit.
there you go. One high, one low.
I spoke over it. Do it again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shut up!
I'm muting.
언니-chan.
That's all you get. That's all you get. That's all you get. Chat, I hope you had your cameras ready, because that's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. You're not gonna get any more, unless we get another fucking massive film. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. That's all you get. That's all you get. Nothing else. Pack it up.
Clip that.
Red, I'm sorry. Listen, I tried adjusting your audio. You have the fucking crisp on, so I have not heard you. I have not heard you a single time.
I'm so sorry.
All I've heard was.
That's what I fucking sound like, bro.
Like, you just can't fucking like. Oh my god.
My heart is so content right now. This is for you, Sky. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sky. Your message is incredibly flattering, and
It's so sweet. Thank you.
I feel I'm very grateful, one, for your donation, but two, also for your kind words. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the Oni-chan.
Hello, future blackmail material.
No, no.
Since y'all are about to play Umineko, I'll probably play it by myself, just as a warning, just for time's
Yeah,
sake.
I'll probably just like spectate Ren.
Would there be a chance you might also play the Higurashi series one day?
Yes.
I want to play both. Okay, listen. I know I'm not using the model right now, but I am a VTuber, and I am a LARPing being a VTuber if I have not gone through the classics, honestly. Fangirling so hard. What?
Hush. And this is where I'll make the save.
Oh, my family's coming upstairs. Whoopsie.
Uh-oh. Fangirling so hard. What? Kia. Chat, when I learn how to, like, perform a voice that sounds more feminine, it's over for all of you. I'll
send you tutorials.
Thanks. I've had it on my list for a while. Like, I really do just need to, like, set aside time and then just, like, practice.
It's not, I mean, I don't know. It might be different for, like, you trying out a female
I haven't seen any of
voice.
the tutorials, and I haven't tried it before. Like, you know, I've done, like, voices. Like, we did one on the Doki Doki stream a while ago. But, like, you know, my voice is a lot more traditionally masculine, so I haven't really, like...
It's, like, decently
delved into
low.
that side.
I think it's possible, though. Like, it's totally possible. I think it's, I think you could do it. I want to fly. Horrendous loss for the deaf just occurred.
Bro, come on.
Unreal.
Thanks, person.
All right. Something appropriate
Okay,
for
so
him.
we said this one. You know, honestly, I feel like this is the only one.
You can do it. You can fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Person, and thank you, Harvester, and thank you, Ink. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. I hope that is not going to appear in the Discord server later, because if I hear myself saying that, I think I might have a conniption. You can do it. You can fly. Here I go! I can fly! Fuck you, capitalism!
There's a dull, wet thud. Heard that sound once before. I wonder how that guy's doing these days. I guess Ikasa only had one jump in him. Yeah, it's been a while since the day I heard that sound.
Can I show this?
He finally became a beautiful butterfly. It was inevitable, really. Ikasa always suffered under the yoke of his inferiority complex. Now he's finally free. He must have figured this was the only way. Must have pushed his pitiful little brain to the limit to come to this decision. You don't have to work anymore. You don't have to think anymore. You took flight, escaping even the clutches of capitalism. And you looked awesome doing it. My first and only friend. The blood pooling in the shape of a butterfly was fucking crazy.
Oh shit! Hey there, this is Z, team lead at Serenity Forge, publisher of Sister Other Paranoia. Thank you so much for checking out the game. Hope you're enjoying it. Hey! Good to see ya!
Oh, we got the publisher in chat? No way!
We got the publisher in chat! Bro, that's so cool. We played some of your other stuff too. We played Cooking Companions, we played Doki Doki. Not on stream, but we played Slay the Princess. We played To the Moon! I love that series! It's super cool to see you here. Thank you so much for dropping by. That's awesome. Super appreciate your support.
That's
Hell
so
yeah!
wild.
Keep it up!
Holy. Yeah, no, not gonna lie. Haseyam is a, pardon my French, but he's a bit of a dick.
Oh yeah, this guy sucks. But that's what makes him interesting.
But that's what makes him fun! Yeah, exactly.
Yeah!
He's kind of insufferable in a very entertaining way.
Lol, yeah. Publisher here? Yeah! Yeah, this is so cool. I'm super excited to see what y'all the next stuff that comes out under Serenity Forge. Kind of the point. I think a lot of people missed that point with this game, but yeah, this is kind of a different VM than most out there. I was thinking that too. I was like looking up like reviews and stuff for this game, and people were like, "Oh, the sister is so unattractive," and "Oh, this guy, like, you know, he's so verbose. He's such a yapper, and he uses all this stupid language." And it's like, did we miss the part where he said he like does nothing but read? He wants to go to Russia because he's like a Russia boo. Like, that's the point. That's the point. People being like, "Oh, this is so like annoying. He's so annoying," and it's like, that's the point. That's the point. Esther is in cahoots with game dev higher ups. Well, that's too much.
Here, I'm gonna keep on going.
Go for it.
You play trading card games, Haseya? Nah, they're boring. Besides, who would I play with? You're my only friend. That's why I'm asking. I want to start playing. I'll pass. I can read minds, so card games don't hold much appeal for me. Dude, you sound like you should be wearing a cloak. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Does that mean you could tell if there's a rare card in the pack without opening it? It's not the same as X-ray vision, dumbass. Jeez, fine. I don't need you then, dumbass. Your head is so full of stupid thoughts, dumbass. Screw you! Hey, let's go kill time at the arcade. Fine, dumbass.
Aw.
What a,
If you like the game, we'd really appreciate a positive review on Steam. Gotcha. I tend to leave reviews on all the stuff that I play on stream, so worry not. Thank you so much for dropping by. It was super cool to see you.
Oni-chan, it's been said that humanity is a slave to wheat. With the realization that they could secure a stable food supply by increasing wheat production, humans began to transition from hunting to agriculture. As they began to work for their crops, it created the concept of labor, and then the resulting concept of community. Thus, wheat enabled the population to increase and civilization to flourish. People became concerned with the passage of time and the seasons, and they learned to live with one eye on tomorrow. Until then, people had been happy simply living for the moment. But Once they realized the importance of harvest time, they began to adjust themselves around it. That's when life, as we know it, began. That was the beginning of labor. From there, people invented all different kinds of work. Management to increase the yield, the production of granaries and other sites, all kinds of different jobs and roles sprouted up too. And those who are unable to serve a role get gradually isolated from the group. Before you know it, the people who are considered useless is being forced to work at the command of the elites above them. And no one even knows how they could resist. We're taught that it's correct and proper to follow the rules. You don't even question the fact that we spend our whole entire lives working ourselves to the bone for the benefit of those in power. The more you work, the less time you have, and the narrower your worldview becomes. People aren't just exploited because they're stupid. They grow stupid because they're exploited. Humanity is inextricable from labor. Everyone's living the hardscrabble life. You could argue that if all you ever get from life is endless labor, the wisest choice is to make your exit partway through. That was all just some silly nonsense I read in a book recently on Ija. I mean, it has nothing to do with us. We're committing slow suicide together, cut off from the rest of the world. Even now, somewhere out there, the wheat is multiplying. Don't leave me in those fields of gold, Onii-chan.
Little kids will kill bugs without a thought, right? Is it because they can't yet comprehend that bugs are living creatures, just like them? Then again, animals kill the weak without mercy. You could say that it's the natural order of things for the strong to prey upon the weak. Perhaps the more arrogant perspective is seeing all life as equal. As fellow living beings, isn't it only proper to fully exercise our biologically superior human strength and intellect by torturing and killing the bugs whose lives are dictated by mere signals? There's no answer to such a question, because the world revolves around capitalism regardless. Oh, it's like shattered now. Can't click on it anymore?
Can't click on it. Wah! Or is he kind of chopped? I mean, I don't think he's supposed to be
like a 3D model? It looked like a 3D model to me.
Oh, what was?
What is it? Sahana and Hasuya. They look like 3D models in that scene.
No, I think it's just the art style. It looked 2D to me.
Dang. My eye is not as trained. Where should we go to next? The bat, the monkey, the ring, or the fox?
Well, I decided the worm, or the caterpillar rather, so you can decide the next one.
The bat.
Critics are men who watch a battle from a high place, then come down and shoot the survivors. Ernest Hemingway.
Huh. Hemingway. This is
Bukio,
soldiers right here.
Bukio Saraba. Goodbye or farewell weapons.
A farewell to arms.
That's it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Save the game.
I can't adequately express how much I don't want to go to Lit Club, but I can't stay away forever. I have connections to maintain here at uni, few and far between as they are. As a member of this pack of petty-minded pedants, I'm expected to show up and to submit pieces to their anthologies. Being a published light novel author, I have a reputation to think of. Pedants? Probably pedants.
I think it's
probably
pedants,
pedants.
like pedantry.
Yeah. The last thing I want is people going online to snipe me. Look at Mr. Bigwig over there. He dropped the Lit Club like a hot potato the minute he got published. Participating in events is part and parcel of being in a Lit Club, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. One currently giving me grief is called the Bungame Furima, the literary flea market. The bookworm version of a nerd convention. People show off their novels and essay collections. It's about as interesting as watching paint dry. But it has its fair share of fans, and the attendance keeps growing year after year. You'd be surprised how packed the place can get. Again, it's not like the average nerd convention. There's a feeling in the air that's difficult to capture in words, but it's what makes the place a treasure trove of rare niche pieces of literature. The only problem is the people. Large groups of people are subject to the complexities of human relationships, especially between the sexes. The lust, the need for validation. I hesitate to call it a subculture. A literature nerd lacks the straightforward simplicity of his anime counterpart, so a gathering of them becomes a royal of turbulent emotions. Lit Flea is little more than a popularity contest for the big-name authors anyway, and in that respect, I guess it's no different from any other nerd convention. I'm sure some attendees have genuine literary ambitions. My club, though, pardon my bluntness, but we're simply playing pretend. We hack together a shabby short story collection and try to pass off this hodgepodge of words as literature. Why? Because we can. I don't know who would even want to read this crap. Take that money and go buy a volume of the latest hit manga. Don't waste it on a patchwork of scribblings by wannabe amateurs barely out of high school. It's just a means to hype ourselves up or put each other down. We tried, and trying is half the battle. It almost makes us real authors, we tell ourselves, coddling our collective wounded pride as we press copies into the hands of our close friends and family. We keep hoping that maybe, just maybe, a brilliant editor will stumble upon one of us and lift us up out of the gutter. There's a less than 0.1% chance of that happening, but maybe, we say. Maybe. This time, however, the power dynamic is all askew. See, I'm a published author now. Of a single book, yes, but so what? That's enough to draw out a handful of my fans, curious to see what this rising star's put out next, which should move some product. It doesn't mean much, ultimately, but when you have numbers and a publishing contract on your side, you're the king of the literature club. A shame I never liked being the king. It'd be one thing if my clubmates were supportive, if they could tolerate anyone but them having a scrap of talent. I just hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I hate their envy. The most noxious of all human emotions. Oh, this must be Hirokala.
Hirokala, yeah. Oh my god, this is just a Mugman show. This rocks. Hell yeah. This
You want me to
fucking
be him?
rocks. I mean, I guess I could be him if you want, but like, I don't know. I don't feel like
I mean, there's probably gonna be female characters like as we go. You know, like that
Look at the
e-girl
Pokemon.
date.
I'm loving this. We've only seen 2 sprites so far, though, and both of them were men. But I do wonder about the rest of them. Well.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's zero energy in the club room, but what else is new? We're all here because we have nowhere else to go. The only time we pretend to be a proper literature club is when we have an event looming over our heads. The rest of the time, we sit around jawing away at the name of literary criticism. At first, we function like a book club, all of us reading the same books and convening to discuss them. Before long, though, we separated into 2 camps, those who give a shit and those who don't. It's hardly surprising. Literature clubs are for haven people who don't want to be alone but can't be asked to be social. I wouldn't bellyache so hard if the others would put in the effort, but they don't. They wouldn't know effort if it bit them. There's just one guy who actually cares, one upperclassman who possesses something like a spine.
Oh, he's an upperclassman. Yeah, that would have to be you. Hello.
Well, look at the cat dragged in, Hasiya-kun. Hello, Hiyakawa-senpai. How's the new light novel going? It's going. That's Hiyakawa-san. He's the year ahead of me.
Sound in his head and senpai out loud. What a bitch.
Check out the death glare. What an ugly son of a gun. He's got the personality to match too. Not that I have the room to talk on either count. I hope that means you're making progress. It wouldn't do to keep your readers waiting while you finish your Litfleet submission. Sarcastic bastard. Bastard? Bastard? Yeah, bastard. Again, not that I have room to talk. You know why he brought that up? He's scoping me out. He's eager to hear that I've failed. He wants to reassure himself that my first success was just a fluke, a flash in the pan. He's clinging to his position at the top of this little hierarchy by whispering down in every ear.
So what if he won a Rookie Author Award? He's a one-hit wonder. Things weren't so bad before my book came out, and I sure didn't ask him to feel threatened by me, but here we are. Until I came along and ruined everything. Our club was all people who stood a snowball's chance in hell of getting published. Once, he could base his ego on the supposition that he understood literature better than the rest. Now there's me hanging around, my mere existence, thumbing its nose at him and asking, where's your Rookie Author Award? You never hear me actually say that, of course. That would be next level pathetic. Publishing a single book is small potatoes anyway, but to the average enterprising 20-something wannabe, the distinction between being published and unpublished is night and day. Senpai tries to hide how much it bothers him, but he feels it in his bones. He's a failure. I feel bad for him, but I'm not some bleeding heart. He's obnoxious, plain and simple. It'd be one thing if he could write worth a damn, but all he does is skulk around the club room and internet message boards, playing pundit. He latches onto whatever is in the limelight and nitpicks it apart. Good critique is easy to spot. If it engages with the text, it's good critique. Most morons go hunting for what's not in the text, and that point, it's quibbling for the sake of quibbling. Anyone with a keyboard can say, it lacked something, or I didn't get what they were going for. A real critique addresses the text for what it is. Why did the authors write XYZ? How does that connect to ABC? You'll never get that from people like Hiyakawa-senpai, obsessed with elements that aren't there. The literary value of a critique is born from the critic's understanding of the text, and he doesn't even form one. He's terrified that someone will blow the whole thing wide open, reveal that he can't critique to save his life. He read my debut novel and took it upon himself to offer me heaps of criticism, as any good senpai should. Was he wrong about any of it? No. And that's the frustrating part. Yeah, I left a lot of awkward constructs in the text. Yeah, my over-reliance on metaphor ruined several key tenets of the work. The emotional arcs were too abrupt, and my purple prose was a dead giveaway that I'm a first-time author. Even I blushed over that during a reread. It wasn't wrong. The big part of me wanted to ask, fine, then how come I won the debut award? But I already knew what he'd say. I'm good at catering to the illiterate masses. We literary elites know my novel isn't worth the paper it was printed on. It's no wonder this talentless hack can't pump out a sequel.
So fun fact, I thought it was so funny that he brought up purple prose. Do you know that word, or that phrase, purple prose? Purple prose is basically, like, if I were to say, for example, like, if I'm just describing my surroundings, right? Like, and the surroundings that I live in aren't necessarily, like, a key part of whatever text, right? If, for example, if I were to start describing my room, which my room is not that relevant for, like, I mean, it's decently relevant to, like, my everyday life, but if I were to make a story, like, you know, needy streamer overload, then I'll describe my, if I were to describe my setup, I would be like, it's very pink, and my desk is very messy, and my microphone hides a little bit of my screen. It is my setup and it works. Purple prose is, the walls were dyed pink in the slight color of salmon, and the desk was cluttered with tiny little knickknacks, this one from here, this one from there. This little standee that she had on her desk was from a series that really identified with her, and it was a series that was beautiful and gorgeous and flowed right into her brain. And this microphone obscuring a little bit of the screen like a tiny curtain in front of a window that was her monitor. See, no reason for all that. Like, I feel like if you got the description that I gave first, it gave kind of like the impression that my room is cute, if a bit messy and haphazard, but like it gave you the sense that, like, oh, it's lived in and it's quaint. This just tries to romanticize the fuck out of something that doesn't really need to be romanticized. If the romanticism itself is not a key tenet of the work, then it is what is called purple prose, which is just a bunch of yapping for the sake of yapping and trying to make yourself sound more erudite than you actually are. So the fact that he's talking about his senpai not knowing fucking critiques and bringing up shit that's not in the work makes me wonder if in fact his senpai is critiquing stuff that's actually in the work that is just implied and not, like, brought up explicitly. Because the fact that this senpai saw all of this shit and specifically called out his purple prose, which we could see in his internal monologue. Makes me think that I think you might have the wrong impression of him. Anyway, I thought that was funny. I just wanted to explain it.
God damn.
The prose equivalent of small dick energy. Nah. It's the prose equivalent of overcompensating. Which I guess is small dick energy in a way, but like, I think is a bit different. Anyway, go on.
Damn.
But I hope you see my point.
No, I do. I just like, you're so cool.
Eh?
I don't know, like the way you described it was like so easy to follow, and I learned something, and I'm just like, God damn, she's so cool. You're not wrong. Things are slow going right now. I'm looking forward to taking a break with this short story for Litflay. Short stories make a perfect refresher between longer works. Remember, people will seek us out just to read your story. Try not to let the club down, will you? I'll do my best. But you should give yourself more credit. I, for one, can't wait to see what you produce. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't write for a light novel audience. Not like you. He says as though he doesn't care for light novels. Thing is, this guy, he collects waifus. I think the snobbery about light novels being substandard lit is a new thing for him. He's just doing everything in his power to hold together his crumbling pride. He's directing the film of his own life, and I'm cast as the cocky upstart privileged with the power to churn out LN slop. He's starring as the literary genius, waiting discovery by the masses. He won't let a single thing like reality get in the way. That's the funny thing about people. We're capable of convincing ourselves of the most ridiculous thing to safeguard our egos, and over time the lies become foundational to our identity. It starts off as a self-defense mechanism, anything to avoid the harsh wake-up call that is reality, and eventually transforms into pure conceit. Someday I will be the one of the literary greats. It just hasn't happened yet. I'm not saying it's bad to have a competitive streak. I wouldn't complain half as hard if Hiyakawa-senpai wrote anything with any impact, or even if those critiques he litters the internet with had a gram of insight in them. Alas for us all, he doesn't, and they don't. He may be a competent reader, but he goes on to make it his whole identity. It must be torture to go through life as an utter snob. He's also a philosophy major. Need I say more? He digs deep into his bag of trips to convince his fellow members in the poser posse that he's so much more erudite than they are. You're a Heideggerian lens. Through a Heideggerian lens. That's not exactly
in a Petersonian sense.
Yeah, literally.
Petersonian.
That's just what I was thinking. I'm sorry. That's why I stumbled on that. I was like, fuck.
Through a Heideggerian
lens. That's not quite Lacanian. You'd understand if you read the Critique of Pure Reason. Wrap up with a random rant bashing Adlerian psychology into the uninformed masses. You know everything. You can see now why I have to cut him down to size. He's too fucking annoying. Like I said, I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Right back at you. Don't go tarnishing your industry credentials now. Industry credentials? My god, man, we're in college. But enough wasting oxygen on him. I actually do need to lock in and make headway on my Lidfley submission. Like Hiyakawa-senpai, I hope to cultivate a reader base that won't knock a short story just for its length. Plus, I figure a published author's piece in a university writing club anthology would be a cool collectible someday. It'll probably fetch up a premium if I make it big someday, with anime studios lining up to adapt my work and all. Look at me getting ahead of myself. I'm acting like a kid. Perhaps I'll look into Hiyakawa-senpai's mind just to see how much I rile them up. Damn that Asuya. He thinks I couldn't make it in the publishing industry. What does he know? I don't write light novels, I write real literature. The standard for getting published is much higher in my field. I win over readers with my rhythmic Hemingway-esque laconicism. Genuine talent wins every time. Anyone can lower themselves to winning a rookie author LN prize. All that takes is following the trends. Write your dream girl and ta-da, instant bestseller.
Now, if I was to write my dream girl, she'd be a demon girl, one of those misanthropic types. Give her the face of a fallen angel and the body of a preteen girl, which she'll have a complex about, of course. The slightest brush against her by a mere mortal makes her shudder in horror, unless it's the protagonist. She doesn't mind him. In fact, she...
Is he... Okay, I don't think... Is he writing fanfiction about his senpai's thoughts?
Okay, I need to stop. Hell hath no cringe like the inner monologue of a wannabe author. Props though, he is at least thinking about writing. What's your favorite work of Dazai, Sayakawa-senpai?
Hated my play.
And
Akutagawa?
I know, Akutagawa.
The nose. Sakaguchi Ongo, the idiot. How about Kanbayashi Chohei?
More sci-fi than literary classics, but you know.
I'm partial to Tonight I Sip from the Milky Way.
You see?
You see what?
Nothing. I'm not surprised to hear any of it is all. I love messing with him. It almost makes him bearable.
What about you?
Me?
What's your favorite Dazai story?
If I had to pick one, I guess Schoolgirl.
Fucking freak.
Huh. Interesting choice. He's clearly never read it.
Man, I gotta hop on more Akutagawa. I loved Hellscreen. I'm LARPing Akutagawa though, because I've only read Hellscreen.
So, what are you gonna write for your short story, Oni-chan?
Good question. Whatever fills 10,000 characters, I guess.
You should write a romance.
Hard pass.
How come?
I don't like romance, and I don't write what I don't like.
You really don't like romance? Not even in the literary sense?
Nope.
That's funny, when you're such a romanticist.
Why do you think that?
Because you're always writing yourself into the story of your life.
She is observant. And 100% right. I think this... Is this you?
This is you. No, it's always been her.
Alright.
Imagine how your life would be if your head was filled with white noise day in and day out. And sometimes that noise speaks in a human voice. Just die already. All you are is a burden to other people. Your life has no value. That'd suck, right? You can't block it out. You hear it even through your headphones. You'd get sick of it, wouldn't you?
All right. Back to the bad. It's more clouded now.
I wonder what the significance of the bat is. Like the animal being chosen.
Whoa.
After the war, we were permitted every freedom. But one might say that when people are permitted every freedom, they become aware of their own inexplicable limits and needs. It is impossible for humans to ever be free. This is because humans live, and thus must die, and because they think, political reforms are made in a day. But human change cannot be effected so easily. It was long ago in distant Greece that humanity took its first step down a newly discovered path. Yet, how much change do we see in ourselves today? What does this say? I'm trying to read it. It's in kanji, I can't read. Ango Sakaguchi. Discourse on Decadence. Something literary, something. Something about Japanese literature.
Whoa.
Oh, hello.
Humans are obsessed with their positions in the social hierarchy. It comes of being social creatures. We're plagued with anxieties. How should I behave in this group? What attitude should I adopt towards its members? We never know when we'll be thrust out of said group, losing access to a desirable member of the opposite sex and the ability to pass down our genes. People live in perpetual instinctive fear of the severing of social ties. Some of us are more consumed by that anxiety than others, and those most consumed cling ever more obsessively to their position in the social hierarchy. Don't they,
senpai. Get that mouse off screen.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait, is that... Wait,
Is that fucking Nagatoro
wait, that's
on the bottom left?
Wait, that's Nagatoro. Up at the top. Up at the top left. No.
Hoshino Ai. Boom. Easy.
I mean, it could be a reference to her.
That was
I'm
a
bas-
joke, bro.
Okay, Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Is the bottom right one Aikatsu? It looks like Aikatsu. It really looks like Aikatsu. It really looks like the top left is not Aster. And then I'm not sure about the kind of looks like Lan. It looks like Judy. Like, hold on, Mugman, let me show you Kurebayashi Judy. And you can tell me if you think that the girl in the bottom looks like her. Because I'm not sure how Delulu I am right now. Because I feel a little Delulu. Fuck, there's no gifs of her on fucking the new,
The new Discord thing?
Yeah. Alright, hold on. This means I need to Google a picture of her.
Judy Kurebayashi.
It looks like her. Oh, whoopsie. I didn't realize y'all could see that. There we go. More. Just seeing all the stupid shit Judge is putting in there. Okay, I think this is... Here. Bro, look at her.
It's gonna stop the audio of the game for a sec.
That's okay.
The girl in the bottom right?
No. The one with the red hair. It kind of looks like her. And it looks like her dress, too! It has a similar pattern.
Wait, yeah, that actually is just Aikatsu.
Yes, it is! It's the same girl! That's fucking
God.
crazy. They swapped from tenor and it's pissing me off. But yeah, like, it's... Oh my god. Hold on. Actually, I'll put her on the screen so y'all can see her, too. Hold on.
Okay, can I go with the dialogue or should I wait?
You have to wait.
You
have
must
to wait.
fucking wait, bitch.
You must
Shut
fucking
up.
wait. You have to look at Kurebayashi. Look at her. Look at her. Bro, that's her. At the bottom left, that's her. That's literally fucking her. That is my goat, Kurebayashi Judy. That's just her. That's just her. Like, I'm not Delulu. It's just her. That's the same girl. Okay, thank you everybody for feeding my Delulu. If this means that Nyara likes Aikatsu, based. Does this mean that someone on the art team possibly liked... That's right! Iobam worked on an official remix of an Aikatsu song, and Iobat also worked on the soundtrack for Needy Streamer. Oh my god, my worlds are colliding. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. Gochou-sama. Okay. Also, she's so adorable. Watch Aikatsu. Listen, if you want to know everything about me, just watch Aikatsu, bro. It's so peak. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm normal. Aikatsu. Not Aikatsu. Aster with the fucking bulletin board. This is actually what I look like right now. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun. Okay, I'm sorry. Go on.
You're so funny.
Oh, Haseya! You listening to me, Haseya-kun?
Hyoko-senpai, you're drunk. Someone's feeling friendly tonight. I'd mess with him if he wasn't so sloshed. In this state, he's liable to bite my head off. We are at what one might call a rap party. That is tough. Our literature club holds one every year in honor of the completion of another illustrious anthology. Everyone save yours truly. Submitted a load of hot garbage, but when you're a 20-something geek with nothing to show for yourself, completing anything is a noteworthy accomplishment. Why not ignore the quality of the finished product and revel in the high of being a creator? Experience, youth, if you will, is a fleeting of invincibility powered by a lack of metacognition. To be blunt, were I an editor, I wouldn't publish a one of these so-called authors. What a rich selection of bad examples to select among. Do I admire this one for its rambling, incoherent plot?
Relish that ego trip masquerading as fiction? Remark on all these one's bravery and utterly ignoring that they write for an audience? No surprise that they all suck. I mean, no one but us and our closest friends and family will read any of this crap. The club is just happy to pantomime the act of writing, play up some phony sense of inter-club rivalry, and huff their own farts. From the feeling in the room, you'd think they'd all just written the next Faust. Let's get one thing straight. The publishing industry is cutthroat. Sorry to say, senpai, but if you want to make it big, you need to hate the world more than you already do. You can't slide into complacency and accept the cushy college kid life. Cultivate your hate. You have to hate and hate and hate, and right when that hate grows so large it drives you out of your mind, you pick up a pen and let it spill out slapdash across the page. And that's just the beginning of being a writer. You don't get to go out drinking with friends unless you want to end up as college guy A, a forgettable background character in someone else's story who never wrote a damn thing. But then again, you're fine with that, aren't you? You don't mind settling for mediocrity. I wish I could be like you. Ignorance is bliss. I envy you, really. You seem so happy in your narrow little life, don't they, senpai? See here, Haseya-kun? You actually produce literature? Do you? Do you have those raging nights when you're gripped by blood-chilling, paralyzing rage, forcing you to lift the pen and write and write and write? You don't know literature. You don't know anything. There's more to literature than just the classics. There's literature in manga. You know that, Haseya-kun. There's even literature, even in the trashiest cute girl comic strips. You're so right. Cute girls are rock and roll. You should totally go out of your way to write a story containing only young hotties. That's as rock and roll as it gets. Exactly. The problem with your work is that it's too pretentious. It reeks of immaturity. I'm flattered that you read it at all. I don't know how I'll ever thank you enough. You're not writing your actual dream girl, and that's your problem. Dishonesty. Your readers can tell. I can tell. What would I do without you, senpai?
He's kind of real. Oh, that's Sakura. That's
Cardcaptor
Sakura.
Senpai is tragically hung up on 2D girls.
This is literally Cardcaptor Sakura.
Wow.
Mugman, you
Don't worry,
recognize
legally
her,
distinct.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking Sakura, bro.
He does not, as he puts it, have a philosophical interest in them. It's pure sex drive. He's a horny fucker. And his...
You put your whole pussy into that and lost it for anything afterwards. He's a horny fucker. And fuck.
I'm sorry. I need to boost my stamina. I'm starting to lose it.
He's a horny fucker, and he longs to ride on a white horse, save the girl, and fulfill his messiah complex. He wants a girl straight out of a key game. He can't stop daydreaming about dozens of damsels in distress, all exactly the same. A little slip of a girl, none too bright, who he can chuckle paternally over before running to her rescue. She will, of course, fall madly in love with him. The devil is in the details. God is in the idiot. Sakaguchi Ango's eponymous idiot is a feeble-minded girl looked after by the male protagonist. Over the course of their story, he falls in love with the innocence imparted by her disability. It's a trope near and dear to the hearts of the modern nerd. What's there to love in a girl like that? Nerds fall to their knees before such women because they have already eliminated all the alternatives. Why not choose someone with as much life experience, relationship experience as them? A terrifying proposition. More experience? Perish the thought. The modern nerd is a protector in his own mind. His girl's go-to line is, "Please help, my knight in shining armor." Now it's important not to be too eager. You have to roll your eyes and say, "If I must," before girding your manly loins and riding to the rescue, thus proving your superiority over her. A good half of Hayakawa-senpai's mental faculties are devoted to engaging in these fantasies, them and their graphic sequels. The remainder is devoted to pride. No wonder he wants to hide who he truly is. The people are walking contradictions. We want to share our interests with like-minded individuals. That's why Hayakawa-senpai seeks me out to ramble about how moe anime is true rock and roll. It's true critique. It's the heart of literature itself. I know, he says, I know everything. He has to make a shaky claim to superiority precisely because that claim rests on such a very fragile foundation. It's a matter of survival. That, more or less, is the sum of this man's inner life. Everyone knows who he truly is to some degree. Everyone sympathizes with who he is to some degree. Everyone here in this club operates along similar lines of reasoning. I can't let anyone find out that I'm not even trying. That's why they unconsciously shun me, the person who dared to try and who became a published author into the bargain. They don't want me around, but they don't have the nerve to say so. The hierarchy dictates that the only way to balance on their rung of the social ladder is to jockey for position with other authors of a similar age. A pitiful bunch. In every sense, they're a colony of bats bumbling around in the dark. I'd give it all up in a few years and land real jobs one way or another. Maybe once in a blue moon, they'll post on a blog about the last media sensation and win a modest readership that way. And they'll be happy. By then, the benefit of distance and hindsight might even allow them to properly appreciate my works. Spineless. All of them. But you're not quite like them, are you, Hiyakawa-senpai? No, there's something fundamentally twisted inside you. You're different from the rest. The others lust about real women alongside their 2D counterparts. Some will even pair off to slink away for an after-party of sorts, engaging in a squalid bit of fluid swapping. Look, everyone, those two are so wasted they aren't even bothering to hide their horniness. In some ways, Hiyakawa-senpai is as real as it comes. He's the pinnacle of patheticness. I understand why he wants to rule atop this little hierarchy. He's not a poser like the rest of the group, people who jerk it to real, living and breathing women. That's why I struggle to watch him behave like a typical college student, unsteeped in societal norms. I have to give him credit for being a good senpai, though. He's the perfect role model. Here's how you live it up at a rap party. Here's how you blend in with the rest of the college-age crowd. That, or he's just lonely. He wants other people to understand the emotions pent up inside him, but he can't alchemize them into stories like I can. Instead, he cramps his brain with snobbish art films and the kind of books you read to look smart. He's a faker in every respect. So much so that there's a kind of truth born from the fakery. I have faith in you, Hiyakawa-senpai, I really do. So what'd you think of my short story, Haseya-kun? I'd love to have the opinion of a published author. Are you sure? Do you mind if I'm honest? Of course I don't mind. Give it to me straight. I put serious effort into my writing, and I want a review that's just as serious. If he was serious, he'd be entering contests. I'm mucking around writing stories to post online. Well, if you say so. There were definitely some rough patches, but I could see your philosophical ideas at work, and there were real moments of brilliance too. I was impressed with how well the work explored the essence of girlhood. The ending seemed a little rushed, but I imagine the deadline and word count were to blame. Despite warning him, I won't spare his feelings. I lard my criticism with praise. Alright, I would have liked to delve deeper with a full novel, but you know how it is. Bullshit. He just ripped off a tearjerker visual novel and he knows it. Newsflash, moron. An editor wouldn't give this the time of day. They'd think not more of this hackneyed crap. Hackneyed! Hackneyed! Bro! Great day. And toss it in the slush pile. Delve deeper this, essence that. Shut up. Hiyakawa-senpai's true talent is a sheer obsession with girls. He'd be better off admitting it and writing R18LNs filled with a harem of doe-eyed damsels. Not even the internet wants his philosophical ramblings. Has he even cracked open his copy of the Tractatus? Tractatus?
Tractatus? I don't actually know this book.
The Tractatus? Or is it gathering dust on his bookshelf? I'll have to work extra hard to catch up to you, but still, I really think I have a shot at getting picked up by an editor at Litflay. Is that what you were wishing for? A shot of encouragement from a published author? Disgusting. Get real. Getting picked up by a publisher is just the beginning. You need to cultivate your hatred. You need to be pushed away from the herd and weather the monstrous form of mass ostracization that only Japanese society can provide. Push through all that and pick up the pen, and that's where your new life begins. You're still playing pretend critic, senpai. You're no underdog. You're a cog in the ostracization machine. Oh well. Might as well enjoy the moment since we're both drunk. Good luck to us both, huh, senpai? The others are all right in their own way, but only you and I really have what it takes. You think so, Haseya-kun? His eyes narrow further. You're right. Good luck to both of us. Because your short story was, well, so very commercial. It was basically pop fiction. Fiction for the masses, primed for success in a capitalistic society. I suppose that's the sort of thing that wins awards these days. I should be more like you. Really, I should. But I'm too much of an anarchist at heart. Go die.
I don't usually see you looking so upset, Oni-chan.
I'm always upset.
Bro, whatever.
You always act upset, but tonight it's genuine. I get the feeling something sparked it.
Are you reading auras now? I didn't know you were so sensitive.
It's not like that. You get upset whenever someone touches a nerve.
Spare me the therapy session.
So, what happened? The outside world can be an irritating place, huh?
You're telling me. Knowing that someone's putting you down just to feel better about themselves doesn't make it any easier to stomach.
You love calling yourself an author, but you know you're not a real author yet. You just want to be one. Oof, touched a nerve indeed.
Don't say it out loud.
You'll be alright, I promise.
There aren't many people like you out there.
Oh, this is me.
There aren't many people like you out there. People who never stop hating, no matter how hard the world grinds them down.
I promise
I
that no one
promise.
hates the...
I'm sorry. You have to read the text to tell who it is, honestly.
Yeah, you kind of have to do, yeah.
I promise that no one hates the world more than you do. And very, very few people have the talent to put that hatred on paper.
Thanks. You're good at providing empty consolation.
Hee hee. Good night, Mr. Sourpuss Writer. What does it mean to be kind, Oni-chan? If someone wants to be seen as kind, and they go their whole life without anyone realizing that's their only motivation for performing acts of kindness, are they truly a good person?
Yo, what the fuck? Whoa!
Oni-chan?
I think is what she said. Do we... Nah, okay.
That's just the end of it.
Right, let's keep going until he kills himself.
Right, yeah, let's finish up this story and then...
And then call it a night.
Yeah. My throat is really hurting now.
命の短さについて。生の短さについて。Is that 長さ? No, I think that is 短さ. Regarding how short life is. I'm sorry for being a human being. おさむださい. Have you guys voiced in any show or anything? Y'all are so good and was wondering what other thing you guys have been a part of. Boy, do I have the game for you!
Yeah, Ren... Yo, this music kind of perfect timing. Go ahead, Ren.
Bro, did you know that Aster is working on a game right now? The game is called Midnight Train New Moon and it is being published by the big Playism. Have you heard of Playism? No! Well, have you heard of hit games like Signalis, Omori, Ebe, Madfather, and Night in the Woods? And also, did you know that last year, the movie Exit 8 was based off of a video game that was published by Playism? Well, if you like their stuff, then maybe you should check out the game that I'm working on. It is called Midnight Train New Moon. I'm doing lots of fun stuff for it. I am voice acting. I am the head of the English localization. I am singing and bug testing. So I voice act 3 characters. So if you like any of that stuff, if you like any of the games that I just listed, maybe you should check out Midnight Train New Moon. It is available to be bought next year. Right now you can wishlist it. Every wishlist helps. Thank you very much. Holy shit, no way. Aster is a video game? That's right, bro. I'm a VTuber. That's what that means. But yes, yes, I am in stuff. So I'm in some other stuff too. But this is the big one. Please wishlist Midnight Chain New Moon. I really wanted to succeed. I've been putting a lot of heart into it, and so has the rest of the team. I'm not the director. The director is the lovely Lydia, but if you like what you see, you should wishlist it. You should wishlist it. See you later, Kira. Go wishlist. Managing the moon. I swear to God, I am not a guy they pay to self-promo. Don't worry, but yes, if you were indeed curious, yes, I am working on something.
Your timing was impeccable, not gonna lie. Thank you very much, paid actor. We appreciate you for stopping by at just the right time.
Will it be coming to consoles?
As for me?
Yep, go ahead.
Sorry. Will it be coming to consoles? No plans for that right now, but is it like Coffin? It's a game where you walk around and solve mysteries. All right, where's my $50? But will it be coming to consoles? If it does well enough on Steam, probably. So, but it's all up in the air. No guarantees yet. We don't know. If it sees enough success, maybe we can get it on some other platforms, but we're not sure. So Scooby-Doo, it's a bit darker than that. It has some horror elements. It has a little bit of blood. It has some fun psychological horror. Mobile port, maybe. We're not. Ports are kind of up in the air right now because ports are really expensive, so we're not very sure yet. But for now, if all of you could support it on Steam, then that would be lovely. And then maybe in the future we can get it on other consoles. That would be really nice. That would be a dream. So yes, please wishlist it, and then when it comes out, you should play it. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Go on, Bugman. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, that's okay.
For the first time ever, our literature club sold out of Litflea anthologies. All 50 copies. Gone. 50 floppy volumes are rattling around out there in the big wide world. It's amazing in a way. It's amazing that 50 people shelled out hard-earned cash for the work of a bunch of rank amateurs. Regrettably, I am the sole source of our newfound success. Any of the people who came up to our booth said they liked my work or asked which one of us was Hasuya-sensei, prompting an eyebrow twitch from Hiyakawa-senpai every time. I'm sorry, senpai. The world is a cruel place, as is the industry. Look, senpai, we sold out. Thanks to your fans. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like your tone. Well, it is what it is. I lucked into getting published, and hey, this means you're getting more eyes on your work. Could be they'll like your story better than mine. I doubt it. People are biased. They'll gravitate to the work of a pro over some dumb college student. What'd you think of the other short stories in the collection? I'd value your opinion. Amateur hour. Few were written with any serious care, and even fewer were worth the paper they were printed on. It's impressive in a way. You put in serious care. You make it sound like an insult. You're reading too much into it. You think everything I say is an insult. Because 90% of it is. But hey, that's how it works between us. He wants to stand on the same sanctified stage I occupy. He wants to duke it out with me in the ring. Bring it on, senpai. Let's brawl on the stage of society where writing is judged purely by its entertainment value. I can't be the only one taking all the hits. I'll wind up punch drunk. I can't do it all alone. You and I will be Joe Yabuki and Carlos Rivera, both down for the count. That's what you want, isn't it, senpai? Isn't that the world you dream of? We have to keep writing, senpai. We have to write more. You have what it takes to break into the publishing scene. Who cares about getting published? I don't write for mass appeal. For the intellectuals, then. You're totally insulting me now. I learned from the best, senpai. I'm still working on my core thesis. It hasn't come together yet. It's hard, conveying philosophical truth. Whose philosophies are you writing based on? I'd say, but the names would mean nothing to you. Try me. If you can't tell me, how will you ever be able to communicate it to the average reader? What? You think name-dropping Foucault or Lacan would get my point across better? Maybe. I know a little Foucault. Well, all right then.
I could pursue the point, but even he doesn't know what he's saying. His brow is a perpetual furrow of wrinkles. I'll have you know, there's lots of important literature that never saw commercial success. Whatever you say, senpai. That's what stops me. Supposing someone did offer to publish your work, though? That's a big supposition. Until that happens, I'll just write what I like. I wrote whatever I wanted for Litfleet, didn't I? I don't like people imposing constraints on my art. Sure, it's hard to keep all the pedantic rambling with an editor breathing down your neck. Well, yes, I suppose. You ever talked with an editor, senpai? Not exactly. The plow carves fresh rows of wrinkles into his face with every sentence. Listen, you really ought to keep improving. One day you'll be ashamed you ever debuted with such a shoddy book. Oh, whoops, wrong person. Whatever. You think it's shoddy? I do, it's just barely publishable. Basically a gimmick with no hope of a sequel. Clearly you didn't know how to write anything better. Noted for future reference. You little son of a... What does the publishing industry mean to you anyway, senpai? A goddess, the object of his affections to be yearned over night after sleepless night. Or a devil, the object of a burning hatred so strong it consumes the hater. A trap that snails... the snails. Goddamn. Yeah, you can tell I'm losing it.
It's okay. You're doing so good.
Trap that snares those willing to compromise their vision. Although I admit that a handful of truly talented people do come along once in a blue moon.
Like who?
You have to ask. Obviously, Kyokuki Natsuko, for one. Morihiroshi, for another.
And everyone else is a cheap hack?
I wouldn't go that far, but... What do you think about the commercial aspect of your work? Or the industry itself?
It's a conglomeration.
What?
Relationships, values, money, time, distribution patterns, love, hatred. It's a conglomeration of all those things.
Stop pretending to be some kind of author.
I am quite literally an author. By the way, senpai, I read the story you posted online.
That old thing?
You really like cute girls, don't you?
Female lead is an important fixture in any story. Meanwhile, your stuff has no eye candy worth mentioning. The way you constantly complaining protagonist drones on and on. I feel like I'm reading your autobio.
You want to be one of the genuine talents you spoke of, don't you?
Of course I do. That's why I'm here. In the club.
Good luck to both of us then, I guess.
Yeah. I guess.
We have to write. We have to write. Write what? Words. And what are words? Put enough words together and you get sentences. Put enough sentences together and you get a book, right? Print lots of copies in a book, load them into trucks and ship them to bookstores around the nation, right? Convince a bunch of random strangers around the country to exchange their hard-earned wages for said books, right? Is that all writing is? Stringing sentences together? Assembling a bunch of words that someone else made up in the first place? Senpai, having genuine talent is the most isolating thing there is. Tragedy is a writer's ink. Isn't that right, senpai? Making literature is a simple matter of experiencing great tragedy and regurgitating it onto the page exactly as it happened. Who gives a damn about style or structure? I sure don't. That's not real literature. That's phony stuff. The ones who've been disenfranchised since birth are the ones with a competitive edge. They're the ones with true talent. Isn't that right, senpai? But it's not enough to have personal tragedy. Anyone can die unloved and unmissed without becoming a literary giant. Throw it all away, senpai. Abandon it. Abandon everything. The entire world. You have to. Otherwise you will never truly write. Those phonies you were talking about, they're the ones who don't abandon everything. They're the ones who write to meet popular demand. I agree with you, senpai. I really, truly do. But at least I'm in the ring. You're the coward heckling from the sidelines. A far more pathetic role. Listen, senpai. I'm tired. I'm tired of standing up here all alone. It hasn't even been a year since I stepped into the ring. And yet I've spent a full 20 years mired in phonies and fakes. Please, senpai, don't be like them. Come be genuine with me. Please. Please, senpai, come save me. Come save me, Hyokala-senpai. I've jettisoned everything from my life save my sister. Night after night, Hyokala-senpai churns out social media post after social media post. Hot jealousy simmers in his chest and sets him trembling. No, I don't want to be one of those pitiful hacks who write whatever sells. What's a literary debut worth anyway? Getting a book published is easy. Getting your second book published, now that's the hard part. No one published these days has any talent. They're all phonies. All they care about are their reader reviews. They're slaves under their editor's thumbs. If you're going to be a slave to literature. Read philosophy. Maybe learn something for a change. You're coasting through life, the lot of you. Capitalism's rubes. Commercial authors. Who gives a damn about commercial authors? His turbid emotions are a rivulet of mud that seep into the broader currents of the cyber sea. Please, senpai, don't be like them. Come be genuine with me. Please, 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 senpai. Come save me. Come save me, Hyokala-senpai. You and I share a personal tragedy, don't we, senpai? Don't we bleed from the same wounds? You're like me. You're genuine just like me. Please, senpai. I jettisoned everything from my life save my sister.
God damn!
Oh my god, he's just begging Hyokala-senpai to stop being a LARPer. Oh man. The spider there, hear me out. Since you're a frog?
Hiding in the corner, super fucking normal. I ain't afraid of no spider. Why is he looking at me? Why is he moving? Oh, stop moving! Oh, fuck! Where'd he go? Oh, he could be anywhere! Show yourself! Show yourself!
Oh, you do have the feminine voice in you. Come on, just keep doing that.
Do you hate everything, senpai?
Knock that shit off right now.
Okay, sorry. My bad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Knock that shit off. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you hate everything, senpai? I mean everything. Writing is my sole means of survival, because I hate everything. The world and everything in it. There's nothing for me but to write that hatred. It's all that keeps me going. I'm sorry for being a human being. I'm sorry for being alive. It's all I write, over and over. Has my life been filled with shame? Has yours? Don't you hate it, senpai? Don't you hate the world and everything in it? I've always felt that I had the chops to become an author with some degree of skill. I'm more of a reader than a writer, and I've certainly written pieces too ambitious for my skill level. I must confess that I've parroted talking points scraped from the internet to pass myself off as an intellectual. What college student hasn't? It's kind of charming in its naivety. I'm still young. I still have so much more to learn, and I will learn it. I'll go to places that these literature club geeks wouldn't dare dream of. I used to really believe that, until Haseya-kun appeared, sending twin tidal waves of fear and rapturous joy crashing over me. Here was a writer, a person who intended to write. I hurried to scrub my writing off the internet, but some pieces slipped through the cracks. I unearthed one of those old stories with a bit of digging. It was awful. I mean, really, truly awful. The kind of thing you write when you're just a kid. A pretentious kid, the type who slogs through classic lit for the sole purpose of sounding precocious.
I thought I was clever for all the little zingers I'd picked up. Let's talk up Mishima Yukio's prose and call it a day, said every critic ever. Does Kawabata Yasunori have anything going for him but his eroticism? You wouldn't know by what the critics say. And then I discovered light novels. I thought they were terrible at first. They were filled with deus ex machina and squealing girls flinging themselves at the male protagonists. They were slop, pure and simple, a tool to hack the brain so it pumped out a steady stream of dopamine. But I loved them. I wanted to be a light novel character. I made a killer dark mage whose occasional pangs of conscience compelled him to save the world every earth-shattering crisis or three. I'd free a dark elf slave and make her my girlfriend. What do you think? Not too shabby for a light novel concept, though. It's so. And it's all the hallmarks of good pulp fiction. I've agonized over my love of light novels for a long, long time. The thing is, I couldn't be a light novel writer even if I wanted to be. I wasn't cut out to write light novels. Or as you put it, I don't have the courage. The courage to bare my soul and my predilections for 2D women to the rest of our club. The willingness to sacrifice my social standing for the sake of my art. You don't know how lucky you are, Haseya-kun. I envy you. I think I'll envy you until the day I die.
I'm gonna make a save here. You envy me? I don't have anything going for me. My life is nothing but suffering. I have people like you coming up to me every day to bitch about my work. It's not constructive criticism, and it's an impromptu therapy session. I'm a convenient outlet for the gripes and grievances of every wannabe light novel author. The perfect dumping ground for a young geek's emotions. The hotshot rookie author. I know you, senpai. You have to write. You have no choice in the matter. You are nothing without writing. You were raked over the coals in the comment sections of your web novels. This is so generic. I must have seen it 100 times. But that's why you have to write. Keep writing a story that's been told 100 different times and the seeds of style will germinate. The flower of originality will blossom. From the forger's ashes, genuine talent will be born. Why don't you write, senpai? You have a commercial writer in your social circle and instead of embracing it, you cringe. The other club members think you're a fool for it. You don't understand. I can't abandon everything, Haseya-kun. It's not a matter of abandoning everything but writing. It's a matter of writing being the only thing left. I'm not compelled by a desire to write books. I'll probably drop out of college anyway. I'll quit my job working night shifts at the convenience store. Because there's nothing else I'm capable of doing. There's only writing. If I'm to live in this society, if I'm to secure a spot in the social hierarchy, then my only hope is to cobble together stories from clumsy, awkward words. Dazai Osamu drowned himself in a river alongside a woman. It was a double suicide. You should give that a shot, senpai. Maybe that's what you need to go down in history as one of the literary greats. Don't be stupid. It wasn't the suicide that made Dazai great. It was the mental condition of a man who courted suicide, and the way he transmuted his yearning for it into art. Sure, I don't disagree. Haseya-kun, I don't know how to put it, but I feel odd tonight. Not a bad kind of odd. I can't shake the sensation that you can look into my mind and drag out the words you find hiding here. There's a rush of words pouring out of me, and I think I'm drowning in them. Look who's a poet now. Is that what this is? What does it mean to be one of the literary greats? Tell me what you think of my short story, Haseya-kun. Be honest with me. I'm begging you. Regale me with your opinions, O talented one, O published light novel author.
Here it is. I'm leaning towards bottom right. But if I'm wrong, then we can just try something else. You made a save, right?
I did.
Oh.
No, that's not critique. That's barely more than internet trolling. Give me something original. I mean it, Haseya-kun. Your senpai is making a sincere request here.
Oh my god, you get to type it?
Make a literary critique, my love.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, fucking get me out of here. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Goodbye. You are straying, Mugman. You're straying. You're just taking this excuse to talk about The Last of Us.
No, you didn't see what I wrote. You didn't see what I wrote.
No, I did. I did.
Oh, okay.
You're still taking this excuse to talk about The Last of Us.
I don't like that game. I'm sorry.
Okay, Halcyo's gonna get on your ass for fucking, talk, like, something comparison. Stupid ass. Man, you know... Actually, no, I'll let you finish this and then I'll talk. Oh my god! You're truly embodying Hasia, just yapping. He's still going! He asked for a critique, not a 2,000-word paragraph. There has to be a cap, right?
Oh, I did it. I submitted it. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that, and before me there were two paths. One was get good, and the other was what I did. And I think, given the music that we had, that was truly the better option.
Don't give me that bullshit. You can write more, I know it. But you can't deny that it's in character for me to say that. Is this the wall that divides us? Yes, go on. Go become a real writer. Senpai, you're drowning in these waves of words. And what muddy waves they are. If only you learned to swim through the mud, you'd become one of the greatest literary talents there is. Because swimming through the mud is tantamount to discarding everything else. Do that and come back to me. Join me in the ring and brawl with me to the death. Wrestle me with words, strike me with your sentences. Writing is all we have. It's awfully hard to live when we're incapable of drawing breath, isn't it, Senpai? You can hear my voice losing itself. Oh my god. I should know. This is how I live my life.
Every day a torrent of other people's thoughts, a disgusting, muddy slurry, bears down on me. Every day I struggle to keep my head above the surface, thinking today might be my last. Join me, let's flail at the mud together. Publishing a book is not all it's cracked up to be. People accuse you of being conceited and you attract the weirdest fans. Your haters line up to take out their stress on you. It's ridiculous, isn't it? There's no point in writing, it's just all that we have. Farewell, senpai. I'm off to be pulled under by the current of countless words polluting the cyber sea. I'll wait for you in the ring. Don't you dare tell yourself again that you can't write. You can. Once you've shown yourself to the world in all your shame, writing is the only existence you'll have. I know, because you're just like me.
The fact that this bitch asked for more after I typed up all of that of my own free will is goddamn criminal.
You should write a classic sword and sorcery fantasy someday, Oni-chan.
I could never.
You also said you couldn't write romance, but that didn't turn out to be true either.
Or
Rather, it's that you can't put yourself in the shoes of the dashing fantasy hero. Is that right? You're afraid of some starry-eyed girl falling head over heels for you and not taking no for an answer. You're afraid of destroying a powerful evil and becoming the good guy. You're a coward!
Good thing I have a little sister to set me straight.
It's okay, Oni-chan. I'll always be your #1 reader and biggest fan. I'm the biggest fan of the story of your life.
So, hi, hope I didn't come in at a bad time. You came in at the end, unfortunately.
Oh. Oh, that's the log.
Immature people are disgraceful. But I suppose human society is about cultivating the possibility for growth within that disgrace. The kind world is one where such people can live their lives even if they remain immature. Yeah. I think it's more realistic to be unkind. Even so, I guess there are people who still try to be kind. An exemplary religious leader would surely try to treat their followers that way, right?
Wow.
So
Now just the other three.
I have some thoughts. I never shame for a stream when I show up at the end, such as life. Just have to try and catch the next one. Aw, thank you so much. I'd be super flattered if you did. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We'll try to set up Premiere for you, so
Yeah.
it's scheduled in advance.
All of my, I'll put all my premieres in the Discord server. But, something I admittedly I never thought about. Like, you know, like, I mean, otaku culture is already kind of, like, looked down upon in Japan. Like, you know, if you're, like, outside the circle. I don't know how, will there be next time for your self-promo? I try to self-promo every stream. But I never thought about how, you know, if you make art, like, on the internet and just kind of, like, throw it into the ether, then, you know, that's one thing. But writing light novels, especially, like, really, like really fan servicey light novels, I imagine that would have a bad look. Like, if you didn't use a pen name. Like, using a pen name would allow you to disconnect it from your real life, but that has its own drawbacks because getting published in general is also a good thing. I never thought about that perspective. Because I was wondering the whole time. I was like, you know, this guy seems extremely well suited to writing light novels. Like, you know, there's really no need to be so like, oh, you know, I love cute girls. I love these cute 2D girls, but then, like, forcing himself into, like, LARPing the literary masters, the bungal. And I was just thinking the whole time, like, you don't have to know them. You don't have to, like, you can write about what you like. It's okay. And instead, you know, he saw someone else, like, you know, doing what he'd always wanted to do. And And then instead of feeling actually like happy about it, he just felt just bitter, which is tragic. Funny enough, I'm actually a couple months away from getting my certificate as an editor. Oh, hell yeah. Let me tell you, it's very much a muddy sea. Hey. A muddy sea of words, just like we saw. Editing seems fun. Right now I'm localizing a game, which is partially editing? I suppose, a little bit. And so like the process is fun, but like I don't know, I only like work on stuff that I like actually want to work on. I couldn't imagine just, you know, being handed something and being told to edit it. Like, what if it's shit and I don't want to read it? Terrifying. Midnight Train, New Moon! It is fun. I want to slam my head into my desk very, very often. Well. But so far, I'm absolutely adoring this. I'm confused by the bad reviews. Maybe people haven't played an old style visual novel before. This is very, very like old style visual novel, and I'm really enjoying it. There's a sort of rawness about it and there's definitely like, you know, these characters are like obviously like not good people. They wear their flaws on their sleeve to the point where it is irritating, and like that's the point, I feel. Fairly early 2000s coded. Yeah, great job. Everybody needs to tell Mugman great job, because he devoured the shit out of this stream. Thank you so much, darling. Everybody, put some patch
I'm resting my voice.
That's
okay.
Okay.
By the way, we should probably. I don't think I can save on this screen. Oh wait, but I saved just before. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, everybody send Mugman some applause, some patchies. Great job, even though I wasn't here for it. Don't worry, the VOD will be up on Twitch and YouTube. Yes, we love you, Fenrir. Yes, you hear that, Mugzaman?
Thank you. I did my best. I'm sorry for.
No, it was cool. It suited you very well, actually. I was like,
for stumbling over shit, I mean.
Oh no, but like as I was like listening, I kind of like, there were times where I actually like sat back and I shut my eyes and I listened to you, and I got like really immersed into it. I was like, wow, this is like, I don't know, you're really good at playing flawed characters. It's nice. It's very peaceful. Yeah, despite all the fucked up shit that he was thinking. Right. I think I said all of my thoughts during the stream.
Somebody dropped off my fucking spiel in Aster stream. Holy shit, Fish
You're
dropped
joking.
off a Fish.
Fish!
No way. Thank you. Holy fuck.
No fucking way. It's actually there.
Oh my, yeah, it's dropped off at the stream discussion channel. Thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
god.
Holy fuck, thank you.
This is beautiful.
That's so
Everybody,
deep.
if you're part of the Discord, please check Aster stream discussion. This shit's funny as hell.
Great. Well,
Everybody say thank you, Fish.
you're very passionate
Thank
about
you,
The Last of Us,
Fish.
apparently. Man,
Listen.
fuck The Last of Us.
Yeah, we're all very passionate about, especially the second game.
First game was
but not in ways that
fine.
you would expect.
Second game? Man, fuck that game. That game nearly put me to sleep. And then it was
Yeah,
just
that's
bullshit.
That second game, oh man, I think about it sometimes and I'm just like, God damn it, and I get pissed off.
You make me
Like,
think of it more often than I want to think about
I know.
it.
I think about it very frequently. I don't know. Something about it. I still haven't figured out why the game just refuses to leave my brain, even though I've come to a decision I don't really like it very much.
I mean, if you were like
It's weird.
attached to the franchise for a long time, so I thought you were hating Last of Us in
yeah.
general. I mean, I like everything about. I like most of the things about the first game. Like, I particularly don't like the ending, and then I hate like everything about the second Last of Us game. It's just no bueno. I really like the first and the second made me cringe. Thankfully, I didn't have to pay for it because it was a waste of time. It is a waste of time. Mugman got me into the Last of Us series because he wanted to hear what I thought of it, and I was like, this is like shit from a butt. Like, what?
is how I feel about it.
That's so funny. You're taking my fucking phrases and you're using them to describe the thing that I showed you. This is love.
This is love. Sorry, I'm thinking about that one. I'm thinking about that one screenshot from the 100 line where Takumi tells Kurata, your curry tastes like poop from a butt, and she goes, "Excuse me!" And it's really funny.
And that game was fun.
The game was fun. You need to play more of it.
I do.
The only reason I didn't buy them, don't buy it. Don't ever. It's shit from a butt. It is.
It is.
Any final thoughts, my love?
No, I'm just like I'm super into this. I like this game. I think
this is good.
I think it's gonna be good. I hope that next time we stream it, we'll be able to finish all the routes.
Yeah, all 3. Yeah, crazy that it won. Don't even talk to me about how it won Game of the Year. Whoever the fuck chose that, like, they need to. It pisses me off so much. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Also want to say thank you to Sky for the 500 again. It's still at the top of the screen. It's wonderful. Thank you for the stream, Master. Thank you, love. It's fun to see you. It's fun to see you lurk. Honestly, I hope you always enjoy the streams. Hopefully I'll be there for the beginning of the next stream. Heck yeah! Alright, well with that, we will see you all next time. I'm not sure when next time is going to be, but it will be sometime soon. Thank you all so much. I had a lot of fun. And with that, good.